right. So on last session of Bloodright, the welcome back if you've been watching. The adventuring company dealt with some matters in the city of Stormloft after coming out of the Plane of Fire. Kind of came across some secrets, some lore. But the main thing is that the leyline mirror that they've been traveling with started to have a reaction, and when it kind of performed its function, the adventurers found themselves in very different bodies. As they kind of cope with this strange change, they do notice that not much has changed about them other than the way that they look and where they're located. They appear to be standing in a dark, grayish hall um, with a pool fountain of water behind them that appears to have three carps kind of standing up to it, spitting the water into the fountain itself. That's next to where they stand. Directly in front of them, there are two pedestals with four placements or slots, each one of those slots being round. Standing between those two pedestals is a mage who looks very similar to Cardiff, except that he looks like he is decomposing, perhaps some sort of lich. And just beyond that, there's a large bowl of metal that seems to be overflowing with blood. And standing up out of that pool of blood is a female form completely constructed out of blood. They would know that the strange looking mage's name is Jizix. Strange looking blood elemental is Elamonad Naskel, or Naskel for short. And then just for fluffy good times, let's see if this works. This is what. Also, in the discussion last time, Adolaman was a specter who, when you kind of take over his body becomes solid. Anywho, this is what Adolaman looks like.
Nice.
Who's a Dolman?
Huck.
Me.
Oh, that's you?
Yep. He's kind of boring.
Okay.
And
He's a
then
motherfucking ghost.
uh,
Oh my gosh.
Aegon Brawl, which is the one that is currently occupied by Zelbor. And then Leon Charistus, which is the one that's currently occupied by Hawk. And then
Nice thing there.
Aloriale Caldraist, who's currently occupied by Malik. And then, of course,
You're a
Element,
fish person.
Elamonad Naskel
I was already a fish person.
and Jizix.
Ooh,
He
yeah,
looks
not looking
friendly. You gonna make friends, Kevin?
good. Maybe. Maybe he can reskin himself and look better. But he's looking pretty bad.
As you kind of take over the bodies, it seems like Jizix is kind of in mid-sentence, and he says, "This will not happen the way it's happened eternally. Be gone." And as he does so, the two forms that stand kind of near your group, who you kind of recall the names of, but they are only there for a moment. You don't really get a chance to look at them. Two elves vanish from sight as if they were banished by Jizix's magic. He kind of looks to you four and he says, "This is between us anyway. They should not be here."
All right. If nobody else is going to say anything, I guess I would probably move up a little bit and be like, we do not have to have a quarrel with you. What we are going to do is a ritual. Stand out of our way and let us do what we need to do. Except for, I guess I would say that in more of a womanly voice because that's the body I'm in. But or I'd be like some woman who has like a really deep voice, you know.
I like it better having a woman just with a rumbling.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
you be you, Kevin.
I'll be me. So that's what I would say. So what does he say when I say that? I'm just, trying to see what's going on here.
What were you saying?
Oh, basically what I wanted to say was I wanted to step forward and just say, we do not have to have a quarrel with you. We do not need to fight. If you stand away and let us perform our ritual, we will leave you alone. And I want to see what they would say when I said that.
He looks to you and he says, I am the keeper of the chalice. I am the keeper of the blood. I cannot let you perform the ritual. You do not understand what it means to do it. But I can sense from what has happened that you might have more of an understanding of how this will fail.
For you, yes. So I will say one last time, stand out of our way.
I don't think you understand what I've said at all.
I just want to give everybody a chance to think of what they're going to do.
John, while he's talking, can I rotate to the other side of this fountain thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, John, just so we understand out of character, we look down and we see these bodies that are not the bodies that we know. We still have all the memories of our previous characters, but at the same time, we know that we're these ancient beings. Is that what we know?
Yeah, so you are aware that you seem to be occupying a space and time that's not your own. But for some reason, it feels like you are, for lack of a better kind of analogy, you are Hawk standing in this position, and there appears to be some sort of illusion or force that's basically stepped over you, so that when you look down at your hand that was holding Diaspectra, instead you appear to be holding a spear, but you can still hear, or not Diaspectra, Diacentina, you can still hear Centina speaking to you.
Oh wow, okay. What is Centina saying?
Like, you can still feel her emotions, really.
Okay,
I don't know if it's saying
okay.
anything directly.
Oh, bummer. Okay, cool. I understand.
Right. For an equivalency's sake, it's kind of like casting Disguise Self on yourself. Except that it doesn't seem to be... You're in that spot. Any other questions?
No.
Alright. I don't think you understand what I'm saying to you. I understand what's happened. I understand you are who you are, but you are not who you are.
Do we have the chalices in our hands or somewhere else?
They're on your person.
Hawk takes his out and holds it in his hand.
We've done this before. Are we going to do it again? And as he says
Is this an eternal cycle?
As he says that, he kind of slams his staff down on the ground, and the stone atop it kind of sets alight in a bluish chronal kind of energy.
Is this an eternal cycle?
Is it? I don't know. I don't know what it is. And the woman in blood kind of looks to you all with kind of piercing eyes, and then looks behind Jizix. Do your duty. Make sure they do not perform it. Jizix looks to you guys and says, is it your goal? The goal of the forms that you've taken? Is it your goal as well?
It is our duty.
So be it. And he raises the staff up, and the second he does, time stops.
So that means we're frozen in place?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I believe... Hold on a second, let me grab my books, hold on.
Any suggestions about how we handle this, or are we already screwed?
I mean, we're frozen in time. How much can we do?
Right.
I believe... Ultimately, it's going to be a series of dexterity saving throws. Correct.
Skin, hold on a second.
Okay, so I need a total of... Let's see.
Okay. Alright, Skin, go ahead.
Someone roll a d4.
John, where are we in terms of like rests and lucky and all those things? They're all,
100%.
what's that?
100%.
100%. Okay.
4.
You said 4? Okay, so I need a total of 5. Let me see.
Zelbor's dead. I have no idea if he is or not. Just
5 dexterity saving throws from each of you.
Can you describe what we're seeing as we're making these throws?
Not
Like
a
what
damn
kind of an
thing.
effect?
Not a damn thing. Time stops.
Oh,
Okay.
Man, I'm going to be failing a lot of these. Oh, wait a minute. I do get a plus everybody because everybody's close to me.
I'm gonna use
I
my
rolled a
luck.
lot of
First one.
17s.
Actually, ooh.
I'm gonna use a lucky on that first one.
Apologies. Hold on a second. 1,
Oh, hey, I have
2,
inspiration.
3. 3 saving throws.
Oh, 3? Okay.
Yeah, it's the maximum I can do.
John, I would like to use my inspiration on my last dexterity saving throw for the natural 20.
Okay. So just go with the first 3 that you rolled. 1, 2, 3. The target.
I'm gonna use 2 luckies.
So,
Okay. Figure out what your results are. Don't cheat. And then if you already rolled Hawk, you already rolled extra ones. You don't need to keep rolling.
What do you mean? So I rolled 3 in total, right?
You just like hitting buttons. Like.
Am I?
No, most
Oh,
of
no.
those were Zelbor's.
Zelbor's a turkey.
yeah, I 25, 17, 28.
Okay. And then Hawk, sorry, I apologize. Do what you were doing.
So I think I've rolled 3 times. Christ, every time. Hold on, shit.
Well, you said you wanted to use lucky for one of them, didn't you?
I rolled a 6
Or
and a 14 and a 4. So I'm gonna keep the 14 and I'll roll twice.
Okay.
Yeah, you would get
I'll
plus 6 to all
wait
those.
until you're done and then I'll roll.
My God, I'm so failing. So I get plus 6, you say?
Yeah.
So a 20, a 13, and an 11.
Yeah, I'm going to have to use lucky on the first one that I rolled because I rolled pretty bad. So I'm going to re-roll that one. Oh, gosh. Still was only it was a 19. That's better than before, though.
Yeah.
So I got a 19, a 25, and a 23. I probably failed with the 19.
oh, I probably failed with 17. I just want to hold on to my lucky for right now.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my lucky point to re-roll that 110.
So yeah, as you can see, everyone who's putting them down like they've been doing, like Zelbor and Malik did,
Oh, sorry.
that's the
Yeah.
format I need.
Okay, hold on.
Ah, you popsicle.
Welcome to VoiceOver.
Gosh,
VoiceOver
Scanlan.
descriptions of items on the screen and can be used to control the computer only.
Yeah, but you'd have 26.
If you already know how to use VoiceOver, press the now. If you want to learn how to use VoiceOver,
I don't think Boo added in his bonuses he'd get from being next to me. Although,
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, you were close enough to me. You would have got him.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one out of range for your plus 6.
Yeah, because I think it's only 10 feet. I have to check
I'll
that.
also
Or
position myself and try to cast a spell, but
Okay, perfect.
we got interrupted by time stops. So, oh well.
All right. So once time resumes, detonations just erupt, filling the entire center column of this chamber. The water in the center seems to just evaporate from the column as fire just fills the entirety of this place. If you failed the first one, you're taking, and the failure rate, it's a DC 20. If you failed the first one, you take 46 points of damage. It's
Also,
fire.
It is fire based. Okay, yeah. So,
Half.
okay.
And then if you passed, half again.
So you said 46?
46 for the first one.
So 23 for a save.
Yep, so that would be a save. So 23 it would be what you get, yeah. Second one is 42 points of damage. And the last one is 21 points of damage. If you would like to make a Arcana check, Intelligence Arcana, if you're proficient, against what just happened, you can, but it was definitely a devastating attack to lead off with.
I mean,
Zelbor, you're just...
Here's a question, because I, the player, have a pretty good idea of what happened. That doesn't Zelbor.
Yeah, but you as a player, if you're familiar with the Delayed Blast Fireball spell, you would know that it's actually a concentration spell. So there's no way that you could have 2 up unless you're able to concentrate on multiple things at once. No idea. The magic that was basically performed is completely, just absolutely confusing and scary. And Jizix doesn't seem to have moved at all, but you can see that the ground is kind of blackened, as is the ceiling and wall. And you can see now too, Jizix is not standing on the ground. He seems to be levitating off of the ground by about an inch. All right, initiative.
Excuse me.
Sorry, you said the last one did how much damage?
21. The last one was just a regular fireball.
I don't know what's going on here. Look at that. Look at that.
It's this new form. It's got
I'm
you all
okay with
messed
it.
up.
You're good, Boo. Yeah.
Boop. Look at that.
Okay, I am at 62 out of 99 health.
Yeah.
I lost almost 100 there.
Yeah, I lost like 80.
I lost
Not good.
like
hurt.
how much? Third, like 75. Not good.
Why is this not loading? Yeah, we really need to... We gotta get off these sheets. These sheets suck.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Being a meanie pants, that's why it's not loading.
Yeah, it basically is probably having sympathy on us.
Hold on. Alright, cool. Okay, Boo, you're first. Seeing the situation, it appears that this is quite a powerful spellcaster.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck it up, Boo.
Who has power over time. Zelbor, actually, your Arcana check... No. Yeah, I guess it's...
I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
That turned out to a 12.
No. Neither of you would have been able to track it, but the stone on the cap of his staff does appear to be kind of emanating blue. The same kind of blue that, yep.
Chrono energy like Cardiff.
Yep. What would you like to do?
I am definitely gonna. I'm gonna back up a little bit first because that's who I am. I'll say to like there. Actually. There. I can still shoot him from here, right?
Yep.
Cool. What do I have for a weapon? Do I have my bow?
You have your weapons as normal, yep.
Okay, so I can do everything as normal.
Yep, you're Boo, but when you shoot,
Just
you'll...
making sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're just not Boo.
So I want to hit him with some magic arrows. Does that hit?
It does.
Nice.
Cool. I'm gonna try. Wait, can I do this? Aha.
I suppose after the fact, that's fine. Yeah.
This is when this arrow strikes its target.
But you have to fire the grasping
That's
arrow. Yeah, it's not. Now it's a grasp.
There's no attack. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to roll another one for a grasping arrow? I can do this.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Extra 6 poison damage. Speed is not reduced, and it takes 5 slashing damage the first time it moves more than 1 foot without teleporting. I would say the brambles aren't going to stick.
Because flying?
No, because of other things. But I'll take the extra poison damage. I'm going to say, based on the nature of this effect, the brambles are basically what's causing the slashing damage. He's not really restricted.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And he actually will not take the poison damage because he's immune to poison damage.
Fantastic. At least I tried, and I wasted an arcane shot, and I learned something. That's what it's about.
From the hit, though, you do see that there is a physical body there that has an arrow stuck in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. And we know he can't be restrained by regular things, like good things to know.
Yep.
No rope attacks. Let's not lasso him if anyone was going to try. Looking at you, Mel. I got like 2 more shots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.
Hit.
How'd I do?
Better than the first time, so you must have hit.
Fantastic. And because he went so fucking apeshit right off the top.
Action surge.
Yeah, buddy.
Do it.
And then 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Oh. Let's see.
Very nice.
You killed it every single time, Boo.
Oh, and he is taking that bonus magical damage. I figured out where it's coming from. Okay, cool. I forgot where it came from last time.
It's coming from his pants.
Yeah, dude.
Magic.
When you're
Magic
6 inches
pants.
and up, it just like works automatically. Cool. That's my. Oh wait, I also want to do that.
97 damage. No, wait, hold on.
Yeah. Bonus action.
Really good.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think I did pretty well.
Okay.
I'm satisfied.
You guys watch this guy Adolaman that you know, who you feel like is Boo, kind of walk away. He's holding a sword and a shield, and he raises the shield up and puts the sword against it like an arrow, and seems to be launching these strange magical shots. You don't see them at first, but once they stick into Jizix, you see arrows appearing in him that appear to be Boo's kind of trademark arrows. It seems that the facade of Adolaman is kind of coated over Boo. And then Zelbor.
Ha ha ha! I will defeat you, wizard man. Okay, don't ask. I'm just being weird.
Do it.
Blink, 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 blink.
I'm going to try this as an experimental spell to learn information about this guy. So,
He looks at you, he waves his hands, and dismisses it.
What, you just counterspelled me?
He casts the spell counterspell, yeah. At fifth level, correct. 1 of 3 5th level slots.
Wow. So what does that tell you about his level, Matt?
He already cast a 9th level spell, so it tells you nothing more
I
than
already
you
know plenty about it. I was trying to learn something else about him.
Hawk.
Wait, it's still my turn, damn it.
Sorry, go ahead. Jeez, fine.
Gosh. I am also going to cast Healing Word at 2nd level on my...
You can cast it at 3rd if you want to.
I want to keep my 3rd level spell slots.
Just making sure you know the rules on
Oh
that.
yeah, no.
Okay.
I know. I want to keep my 3rd level spells because there's certain ones in there that I want to hold on to.
Okay. This burly brawler kind of throws up spells and says magical words. Hawk, you're up. You can see that he doesn't appear to be daunted by the. He doesn't appear to be daunted by the brambles.
Okay. We'll start off by getting some hit points back.
Smart.
And Hawk is going to step up right in front of this fellow and swing.
Okay. He will no, he already used his reaction. He will take the hit.
And swing.
All right. Good.
And we're going to action surge.
Okay.
Swing. Crapola.
Mm-hmm. And one more.
Okay.
On your last hit, he kind of gets suddenly hit by it and kind of starts falling back to the ground. Looks like he's very well wounded. At the start of his turn, it seems like a lot of the wounds start to kind of seal up, and he kind of gets back up. And he says, "The Keeper of the Blood cannot die." And he kind of steps to the side just a bit. And in the middle of his step, he casts a spell. I need each one of you who is in this line.
I'm going to cast Counterspell.
Okay, hold on a second. In this line, so it'd be all four.
Third.
Okay, so then.
I'm going to be on third level, so I'm going to have to roll for it most likely.
Yep, I need. Hold on a second. Actually, I don't know why I'm setting up a line. I think this one bounces.
Hilarious.
This is more John's introductory to high power magic in 5th edition. So yeah, it does arcs toward a target.
Does Shieldmaster? I could use that, right?
Yeah, it's a dexterity save, so yeah. Mm-hmm. So everybody in the line, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Malik, are you still within 10 of me? Oh, he is. Yeah, you are actually. Okay.
John, what about
No,
my Counterspell, though?
he's
Oh,
not.
diagonal doesn't count?
It's you said 3rd level, so go ahead and you have to roll for it, right?
Yeah, you're within.
Yeah, I have to make spellcasting roll, so
It's
be my charisma.
yeah, and it's versus. Hold on a second.
Is it spellcasting? Once again.
I don't know, you're close.
I'm actually going. I'm a page away. Counterspell.
Using at the caster of the spell is 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcaster ability. DC is 10 plus the spell's level. On a success, the creature fails.
Okay. Make an ability check. So just charisma versus.
It's just charisma.
Yep. So the DC is 16.
23.
Success. The spell does not go off.
Yay!
All right, and then as a bonus action.
I think I screwed up before. Oh well.
Let's see. As a bonus action. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, the macros on this are all messed up, and I haven't been able to fix them, so I'm just rolling out of my book.
That's fine.
As a bonus action. He teleports to there. All right. Next up is Malik. And before your initiative starts, he will use this ability. Does a 21 hit your armor class, Zelbor?
No.
Take 10 points of cold damage and make a con saving throw.
You do get +6 on it.
You are paralyzed for 1 minute.
As I said, Zelbor's dead.
At the end of each of your turns, you can make another Constitution saving throw to try and become
Wait,
unparalyzed.
did a 22 save? He would get +6 on that because he's within 10 feet of me.
Oh, yeah, he would. So yeah, no, he's fine.
Oh, hey.
Woohoo!
Thanks, Malik.
Damn
I'm just
paladins.
good for being me, you know.
All right, this is gonna be a short fight. So yeah, Malik, you're up.
Maybe. I am going to. Well, here's a question for you here. Do I still have access to the chalice? And I'm not talking that.
Yeah, the real
chalice.
deal. Yeah, you have it.
The chalice of light. Okay, I'm going to cast Death Ward off of the chalice, which is 2 charges out of the 7, and it's an action. But that way, I'm hoping that I won't go down when I should go down. And then,
okay,
but I still have
real quick.
Action.
Yep.
Sure.
So you see him kind of reach his hand up and kind of press it to his chest. When he does so, he casts the spell Death Ward from nowhere, and then you see a chalice appear in his hand. All of the chalices that you guys have on your persons, the ones that are from this timeline, snap to that chalice and fuse with it.
Ooh, he's completing the ritual for us.
Jizix kind of looks to Malik with a grin.
Aha! I knew you'd cooperate.
Boo.
So wait a minute, I still have other actions.
Go ahead, sorry.
So, did I actually have Death Ward on me, though?
Yeah, it works. It's just all of the other chalices no longer exist.
So now he has all those other chalices.
No, you have all of the other chalices.
You have all of them.
You have the chalice of light.
Okay, I was confused because I thought you meant like that evil wizard Jazix had them.
No.
Aha, see, now I understand. I'm glad I got it because I thought I was, All right, so I have them all. It was my understanding I'm supposed to put them on is it the right one?
I think we should kill this guy before we do that.
Yeah, true, but I don't know how tough he's going to be. So I have a bonus action. What I could do is this. I'm sure he'd probably just dispel it, but I'm going to try it anyways. No, I'll cast Healing Word. I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll cast just to give myself a few hit points back.
Sure.
Let me see. I'll cast it at level 3 because I can. So I'm just and then I'm gonna move. And as far as moving is concerned, so I get 18 hit points back. I'm going to move down in this direction.
Okay.
Well, hang on a minute. I gotta do it. So that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm figuring we spread out that way. If he goes any direction, we'll get him. That's what that's what I'm thinking. All right, so I'm done. Sorry.
Okay, so beat in between Boo and or Malik and Boo. The creature up at the top, the blood thing, kind of raises her hand and grips it. And you see the wounds on Jizix start to kind of pulse with this blood-colored energy. She says some strange words in Elvish, and then a pulse emanates out from Jizix. Everybody within 20 feet, which is everybody but... It is everybody but Hawk. Sure. Yep, needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, crap. Maybe I should have stuck next to you then.
Failure.
I'm going...
Success.
I'm not going to...
Malik.
Sad.
Okay, let me click I gotta click it to win it. Right? Is that how that goes?
Mm-hmm.
Plus
6 is still a failure. Okay. Each one of you that failed takes 21 points of necrotic damage. And if you succeeded, just Boo, take half that 10. Those that failed, you watch as the damage that you take kind of feel like pulse on you and like rot kind of erupts from your chest and flies in towards Jizix and hits him and seems to coat over the wounds on his body.
You're welcome.
All right. Zelwar. I'm sorry, Boo. Sorry. Don't let me skip you. Do not let me skip you.
I wasn't gonna. This is another Matt. Oh, wait. No, never mind. I don't want to do that anymore. He moved. Just 3 more shots.
Thunk, thunk, thunk. Hit, hit, hit.
And I've got some movement. I don't need any more of this. Like, I love all y'all, but...
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
Oh, god damn it. What is that?
Uh-oh. You hit into danger?
I literally... Okay.
What is that? What do you see?
I don't know.
Dragon.
Never mind.
Oh, shit.
You saw the old man behind the curtain.
Oh, boy.
That was our ally, though. That's a good dragon.
That's how they make the sausage back there.
It's fine. It's fine. We're all gonna be okay. That's my turn.
All right, good deal. So it would go to Zelbor, but in between Zelbor and that, he will cast a spell as a legendary action. He will cast a cantrip. So spell attack against this Zelbor kid. And
I have a feeling you don't like me because you keep singling me out of everyone.
you're the one who can counter my spells. I'm not a fan.
Oh man.
My next target is that fucking Malik guy because his save bonuses.
That sucks.
So 19 hits your armor class, right?
Probably.
Okay. Take. So it'd be 13 points of cold damage or necrotic damage, and you cannot regain hit points until the start of your next turn.
Oh.
All right. So here's the fun part. It's the start of your next turn.
That's the fun part.
Because that spell's so
Didn't
silly.
work out for him.
Oh no! Start of Jizek's next turn. Sorry, not until the start of the creature's next turn. I read it wrong.
Better.
Yeah, it would have been hilarious. It would have been absolutely pointless. So Zelbor, you can't regain hit points until the start of his next turn.
All right. Well, you know what? Fuck it. On myself.
Tongue. Okay. I elect to save.
Oh no, he has a legendary action.
Oh
What
shit.
does that mean?
Means he just saves.
Auto saves?
Yeah.
That's still enough. Okay. You guys watch as he drops a spell on himself. Zelbor, you took the full amount, right?
I took 18.
What about the fire?
It's
Half.
fireball.
Yeah.
Right.
I automatically.
You watch
took
as
half.
Jizek's form just gets obliterated.
Wait, seriously? He's dead?
Yeah, you
We did a shit ton of damage on him.
damaged him out. All right.
Malik, just to say, I have 9 hit points right now. I can cast, since I cast a 3rd level spell, I can cast another spell, right?
You can cast if you can cast it as a bonus action. Yeah, only spells that you can cast as bonus actions.
Right. Okay. There we go. There is a filter for bonus action spells. Oh gosh. I'm not gonna do that as a bonus. Well, you know what? What's the distance on that?
Do mending and fix your clothes.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cast friends on myself. So for a minute, I have advantage on all charisma based.
That's an action.
throws.
That's an action, not a bonus action.
Oh,
You
it
can cast that.
It does say that, yeah.
Oh my god! I filtered it to filter out everything but bonus actions, and it said that
It's a
It thought you
liar.
needed friends.
It's a liar.
it is a liar because
if-
I
But
did it to
but
filter out
but
everything
if-
but bonus.
if that's what you're doing, that's fine. You do that. That's great. In between your turn and Hawk's turn, you see the blood elemental, reach out with its hand, which starts to grow. Its fingers start to grow in kind of like blades, but still made out of blood, like Carnage almost. If you're familiar with the reference, she kind of reaches out and drags her hand towards herself, and when she does so, dust on the ground near Zelbor starts to move in a very large pile straight towards her and kind of pool at the base of the fountain. She
Yeah,
says,
she's absorbing health.
No. His ashes are now right on the ground in front of her, and she kind of works her hand, and you see that it starts to kind of like meld into like a pool of oil instead of just a pile
Gonna
of
reanimate
ash.
him, maybe? Oh boy.
Probably.
And she looks to you and she says, "You must be stopped." So Zelbor, good. Hawk, you're up.
Hawk is going to. I could do a potion as bonus action.
Correct.
Healing potion.
Yep.
Oh god, I can't heal right now.
Chug.
Oh, also, John, me healing, that was on the start of my next turn or the start of his next turn?
His next turn.
Okay.
So, okay, go ahead. You finished, Matt.
No, that's it. I just wanted to check on that.
So I just want to make sure I understand what's happening. The elemental has a chalice that's formed of other chalices.
The elemental is in a very large just bowl that's overflowing with blood. When Malik used the chalice that he has on Malik's person, it appeared on the form of Aloriale. And then all of the chalices that were on you, that I told you about at the beginning,
Yes.
flew to him and fused with the chalice that he's holding. The chalice of light is the chalice of light. It is now all of the chalices that were present.
Okay.
One chalice to rule them all.
And Jizix has not reformed at this point and is still ashes?
It's a puddle of oil.
Okay. Hawk is going to step up to this creature and attack it. Is it possible to attack it in a chalice?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's there. Make an athletics saving throw, not an attack roll.
Make an athletics saving throw. Sure. So that's just a strength?
Strength athletics. If you're proficient with athletics, yeah, proficient. Okay. You swing the sword into her. It kind of catches in her frame, and then you hear Sentina scream as she rips the sword out of your hand. And then you guys see something very strange happen. You feel your elven heritage ripped out of you as the sword is basically engulfed in the blood, but you don't see any changes besides this weird kind of look on this new guy, Leon Christus' face. But the sword is ripped out of your hands and sucked into the pool.
Leon, are you all right?
Really?
She looks at you and she says, "You must be stopped."
So I haven't made an attack yet. I just made the strength save. So what does that mean?
That was your attack roll. When you attacked at her, basically she's not really a creature that can be attacked. She's more of just a thing, and an environmental hazard, if you will. And you failed, and the sword went away. Statistically, that's what happened. In more dramatic purposes, you swung the sword into her, and it sucked the sword into the pit.
So if I failed the save, could I use Indomitable to try to?
It wasn't a saving throw. It was a check. It was an athletics check. You hit the wrong thing.
Okay. So I don't have any more actions. Is that right?
Unless you want to punch it. But again, it doesn't seem that punching or slashing or attacking.
Can I try to grab the sword back?
It's gone. It's beyond your sight. It's inside of blood.
Man.
If it was just let go by you, you wouldn't have lost your attunement to it. It ripped it out of you. You no longer are tied to the sword.
Wow. Okay.
That's bad.
Probably.
As you kind of like look in horror at the fact that the sword has been ripped from you, you kind of look down and see a face coming up out of the oil on the ground, and it looks like Cardiff's face. Malik?
All right. So I guess would I technically be able to heal Zelbor now because the other guy it went past his where his turn would have been?
Exactly right. That's the only reason he was still counted on initiative.
Excellent. Well, then I will move 5, 10, 15 over to this dude, and I'd be I think I'm going to save something else for somebody else. But I will cast Cure Wounds on Zelbor at a level 3.
Okay.
Because I want to save my lay on hands for somebody else who's going to need it really bad.
Anything else besides that?
I think of any good bonus actions I could do. Could I? Nah, I don't think it's gonna help. So you get 20 more hit points. I think I'm gonna continue moving. I went 5, 10, 15.
Come with me, Malik.
20, yeah, I'm gonna move 20, 25, 30. I guess 30 is all I can move. I'm gonna move up to there for now, and then next round I'll move over closer to you. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm tempted to try this. This is a bonus action. I don't think it's gonna help much, but I'll try it. I'm going to try casting Sanctuary on Zelbor.
Okay. That's fine. Boo, you recognize kind of a familiar air here. It's kind of a dark back corner here, but there is a passageway that leads out of this sanctuary. You remember walking down it. You think you do anyways, but when you look down this hallway now, all you see is this strange blackness, and there appears to be a kind of a fog over it. And as you kind of stare at it for just a couple of seconds, you see a bunch of little eyes just start opening up, all bright blue, staring back at you with cat's irises in the center. Basically, a bunch of cat eyes are looking out of the fog at you.
I'm gonna salute and then pop my head back this way because this seems to be more important. And is this guy still alive?
Your friend Zelbor? I mean,
no.
No. There's
Okay.
there's a puddle on the ground that appears to be taking the shape of a face to it, but he's not alive.
She alive?
She is alive. You can see that Leon doesn't have his spear, or Hawk doesn't have his sword. You're not sure what's happened because you were behind a wall.
Yep. Then I will shout to these two, "Who do I shoot?" And then take another step forward.
The big thing in the pool that's reviving the ugly guy.
I will do so.
All right, don't worry about dice rolls. You see one arrow kind of hit her and kind of stick in it and then kind of just disappear. You see another arrow hit her, cause a hole in her and blast against the back wall. And then your last arrow kind of catches her in the shoulder and sticks there for a while and seems to kind of swirl a bit and then sink into her body, disappearing. She kind of looks to you, and as she's kind of holding her hand over the puddle of Jizek, she says, "You must be stopped!" All right. Zelbor.
Okay, so the puddle of Jizek, he can't, he's basically just a face right now.
Yep.
So he shouldn't be able to do counterspell since it's somatic, but even so, I'm back here.
Fair.
I'm still in range. I can see her. I'm going to need her to make an intelligence saving throw for me. I'm going to blow my 8th level spell on her.
Okay.
Nice.
She's immune to psychic damage.
She still has to make the saving throw or her intelligence becomes 1.
Bear with me here.
That's fine.
Is that DC right?
It should be a DC 18. I don't know why it's saying 13.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that
I
better.
wanted you to state it out loud.
I'll go ahead and
Yeah, my
elect.
DC is 18.
I'll elect to succeed automatically.
God damn it.
That's twice I've done so.
I seriously hate legendary resistance sometimes.
It's fair.
It's fair to hate it.
It's super fair. She kind of looks to you, Zelbor, as you do it, and she says, "You mustn't be allowed to perform the ritual." Hawk.
Wait.
Oh, go
You
ahead.
keep skipping over my bonus actions.
I'm sorry. You're
Damn
so
God.
set on them. This is.
That's because I have tons of shit to use for bonus actions.
This is just so different than normal.
I'm not going to use a spell, but so Malik, kick his ass.
Bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration. So you have a D12 to add to a roll.
Oh, that's beautiful.
because
Hawk.
Bardic
Okay,
inspiration-
so I just want to get a sense of what's happening, right? So there's a large chalice, and inside of the chalice is this creature. Is that right?
Correct. Creature.
And inside of there's a pool of blood in the chalice as well. And the
She's
creature
coming
is,
out of it. Yeah, she is the blood.
She is the blood, and then it has its sort of bloody hand over top of Jizek's,
Yep.
and there's the face of Cardiff there.
Jizix has the same face. Yeah. They
Okay.
They look very similar.
Okay. And all the chalices that came off of us are separate from the big chalice in which the creature is
The chalices
standing?
that came off of you. Remember at the beginning of the game, before we started, I gave you some knowledge that you had certain
Yes.
items on your
Yes.
person. There were
Yes.
chalices. Those chalices are now gone, and all of those chalices are now in one chalice, and that chalice is the one that Malik has.
Maybe we should.
The one that Malik has.
They all fused into Malik's chalice of light.
I understand. Okay, so Hawk is going to shout to Malik, don't listen to it, put the chalice in the left hand, whatever this thing is. Right? What is that thing?
It's basically a pedestal.
Pedestal.
Put the chalice on the left hand pedestal. And then Hawk, so I don't have a sword anymore, right? So I don't have any weapons, I just have a shield. Can I reach into my pack and grab my warhammer,
Sure.
which I never use? And can I attack in the same turn?
Yeah. What are you attacking?
The big thing in which the creature is. I'm not attacking the creature. I'm attacking this big chalice thingy that is containing it.
Okay, and the
that
warhammer
all right?
is not magical?
The warhammer is not magical.
Yep. Big ringing sound. It's bwah with each of your attacks. Bwah. Doesn't do anything.
Shit.
Attack
Okay.
the face. Attack the
That's-
face.
It's always great
That's
to
my
have
turn.
the right idea after you.
I don't
got-
have any magical. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I don't have any magical weapons.
I'll be
Right.
there in a minute.
As the face kind of like takes shape and you see like the rot of the lich kind of appear on the facade, you also see fingers kind of rise up out of the oil, and the oil starts to spread a little bit further out. And she says, "Rise, keeper, defend them, stop the ritual." And it goes to Malik.
Okay. Good.
I know what to do.
I am going to pull out. Well, actually, I still should have those chalices pretty readily.
Just
available.
one. It's just the one chalice.
Oh, that's what I meant. That's what I meant, though. I'm going to move over to here. I am going to.
Okay, stop. The pedestal has 4 slots. Each of those slots inside has the slot is basically big enough for the chalice to fit in. Okay? But each of the slots has an icon inside of it. Okay? In one of them is the symbol of a dragon. In another one is the symbol of a beholder with 6 of its eye stalks bitten off. In another of the symbols is a large raven, and another of the symbols is a 6-headed serpent. Where do you put the chalice?
So these are the symbols that represent each of us
The Vazro
and the,
gods.
and the Vajra gods and the curse. But you're the holder of the chalice. Put it in your own. That's my suggestion.
Okay, and that is. That's what I gotta look up now. I believe I would be the Kraken. Did you say there's a Kraken? No.
No,
No,
not a
I'm not the
kraken.
Kraken. Oh, damn it, too.
There's a
Oh,
beholder.
I'm the beholder, aren't I?
Right.
I'm gonna put
Sure.
it in the beholder. That sounds like a good
Okay.
idea.
He sets the chalice into the beholder slot. Okay.
And we all die.
And it sits.
All right.
Not all of us. Just you.
Fan.
Just me. So
Fantastic.
was that an action, or could I
Figuring
still
it out
have
and
a-
setting it is the action, yeah.
So I have nothing but a bonus.
Right.
Son of a bitch. All right. Could I do anything that would be good? Yeah. Screw it. I'll cast another first level spell Sanctuary on myself.
Is it a bonus action to cast Sanctuary?
Yes, and I'm hoping he doesn't attack me because he'll have to. If he does something to attack just me,
Okay.
then he'll have to do a 19 Wisdom saving throw.
Boo.
I don't know, man.
Attack the creature that's reforming. The thing is reforming.
Yeah, I guess. Can I shoot that thing 3 times?
Well,
Why
we
not?
also as a thing, we do have to put our bead things into this.
The orbs.
Yeah. So you
Yep.
can attack the guy, but it might not, or it might be worthwhile moving in this direction too.
Fair enough.
I would move closer as well. That's right.
They all kind of hit into it and don't really do anything. She doesn't seem to be tangible.
Wait, I thought he said he was shooting the face.
Oh, you're shooing the forming
thing.
Jazzix?
Yes.
Yeah, because the shooting her didn't seem to do shit.
If you've ever seen Fern Gully, the villain in Fern Gully basically breaks apart when it's damaged and kind of spills out. It kind of lessens itself because of that. So basically, its hand seems to be popped away, and its face kind of like rumbles back into the pile, back into the pool of it.
Here's the question: is this from
Puddle.
Transylvania?
No.
He's not a sweet transvestite.
Gosh, if I could do a Tim Curry in any of the movies he's ever been in, I would, but I can't. I'm not that good. I'm arguably the worst. So that said, good shots, but it does seem like you're lessening it. She kind of looks over to you angrily and she says, "No! The Keeper must stop you!" Zelbor?
Okay, I am going to do the thing that is called the dashing. And dash all the way over there. Now that I'm over here.
There are 4 spots.
Well, I need to take an action to put the thing in, right?
Yep.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I meant to move. I'm so sorry. Can I just move here? I was only moving like 10, 20 feet.
That's fine.
I'm going to then also again second level heal myself.
Okay. Hawk.
That's my turn.
Hawk. Can I grab a sword from Malik's side and use it?
Does he have a magical one?
Yeah, I'm good for that. It's a sword of sharpness. I believe
thought-
it's a very.
I
rare
thought you
magic
wield
item.
the Sword of Sharpness. You should have that out. No, you haven't actually
wasn't-
drawn it. Yeah.
I haven't been attacking anything.
Right, you've been casting spells. Okay, yeah.
So he's by my side. Could I grab it and pull it out of its sheath?
Make a perception check.
I'd be like a really fancy squire. I carry a sword in battle.
You
Perceive nothing.
look to Aloriale, and you see that she has a short sword at her hip, and your presumption is that's probably where the Sword of Sharpness is, and grab at it, and your hand just goes through it like it wasn't even there. And you see this strange blue energy as your hand goes through it, and you start to realize, oh, right, and not little too late, Malik carries his sword on the opposite hip.
I have to be different. I have to be different.
Yeah.
So is that considered my action?
Sure is, buddy.
Oh man.
Oh, you're so mean.
Yeah.
You should have tried to put your gem in the thing. We need to complete this before what's his face gets back.
Yeah, you're right.
The pickle.
True.
I can't. Jazzy.
Jazzix.
Before Jazzy gets back.
Jazz hands.
Okay. Hawk, as you kind of reach for a sword and try to, do something with nothing, she slams her hands down on the edge of the bowl she's in and kind of like just starts spitting and then vomiting out onto the puddle. It starts to grow very quickly and the shape takes form very fast. It's now a full-bodied form. It looks to you, and as it does, like the blood kind of peels away from the lich face. As he looks at you, he kind of grins and says, "It's a good effort." And he looks at Malik and he says, "Die."
No, thank you.
Counterspell.
No.
Give it to me, baby. Oh, give it to me. I hope you've got this. What level are you using for your counterspell?
Well, seeing as I have a pretty good idea of what level the spell is that he's casting, I'm just going to do it at 30. Because I don't have that level spell, if I'm correct.
Correct. So it's going to be the same either way.
Right. Either way, I'm going to have to roll, so I'm going to do a lower level spell, which is why I held on to all my third levels.
You need a 19 or better on your charisma check.
Luck.
Luck it. Go ahead and hit it again.
Plus 6? Plus 6?
No, it's a check.
That's for a saving throw.
Oh,
This is
crap.
a check.
Okay. As you kind of
burnt my luck. Malik, you might be dead.
As you kind of fumble with the spell and you're like, no, and you see it happening, Jaizek kind of looks to Malik and says, "Die," and Malik falls to the ground.
Wait a minute.
You are-
something that Death Ward would work
No, no,
on?
no. Oh.
I had that cast.
He has
Yeah.
that
Nice
cast
job.
on himself.
Well played. So you're
That's
at
why I
one
cast
hit.
at the beginning
You are
of
at
the
1 hit point.
Woohoo!
If I remember Death Ward correctly, I'm gonna double check that.
Yeah, it's right there.
I think it is because
Target
exactly
instead
what you
drops
use it
to 1 hit point
Yep.
and the spell ends.
Yeah.
And it also says something about that effect. Yeah.
Oh no, the effect is negated against the target. Your hit points aren't reduced. So yeah, it's just negated. Your hit points don't change.
But
Wow.
then the spell is gone, so it won't work as a normal Death Ward anymore.
Well,
ends
as
the
a Death
spell.
Ward only works once, so.
Right. All right. Cool. That's
Yeah.
why I cast that spell on myself. I don't want to die. I'm too young to die.
Well, yes, but who wants to live forever?
Right. Yeah, so if it's an instantaneous kill effect, it just negates, and your spell ends as well. Okay. Annoyed, he kind of looks to you with just malice in his eyes. It's your up.
Oh, damn it. What if I take out my Sword of Sharpness and gingerly hand it over to Hawk to make sure that I don't like accidentally chop his head off? Is that an action or is that like a?
Yeah, it's an action.
But,
You know what you should do instead, Malik? Put your orb in the container
I have to put it in the other container.
over
Son of a
here.
bitch.
Over here.
Yeah, you have to move like 5 feet to do that, man.
Is that a? If I do that, is that an action?
That
It
an
is.
action.
You would also note that having to like sort out where it is and place it is also an action that would provoke an opportunity attack.
It is also an action. Okay, wait a minute here. I got a better idea then. I'm over here, right? I am
Mhm.
going to cast a healing spell on my buddy Zelbor. And I'm going to use Divine Channel Divinity to allow myself to fly over to him to do that.
Okay.
And then when it happens, I'm going to take any attacks at disadvantage.
Right.
So I'm going to fly over. I might as well fly over to here.
Okay.
So he'll attack me. He'll get it at disadvantage. And then I'm going to cast. It was going to be a healing. Wait, healing word. Can I still move up to him with healing word? I guess I can.
24 AC.
Yeah, that'll still hit.
Okay,
Son of a
so
bitch.
here, you ready? This is the magic game of a blue player versus a blue player. This is an introduction. So you, during your movement, are hit by his staff. Once you are hit by his staff, he teleports you 30 feet from your position to a position he desires, which would be here,
Ooh, that's kind of cool. Where is here? I missed that.
Bu- behind
Right
the
over there.
behind the fountain, because it is interjecting the movement of this initial spell casting. I'm going to say that you're still attempting to try and trigger the spell, but is there a range on the movement?
It's 5 times my movement. So,
You should be good.
yeah, let's see what 5 times my movement is.
I can only move 2 feet.
It's more
30
than
is my
it's
movement,
more
so
than
it'd be
enough.
150.
Yeah,
It'd be
you
150.
Fine.
keep flying.
He can do that to you 4 more times.
Alright. So, did he do damage to me?
Yes, it was 12 points of force damage.
Okay. So, I guess now I'm going to have to cast a spell on you because it still screwed me over because I got hit. But
Well, you were casting Healing Word, I thought, so.
yeah, I was going to cast healing word. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but that was what I was going to do.
I mean, it's for any
Oh
healing
no no
spell.
no!
It has
Stop
to be,
stop.
what?
Go right back.
It-
You're already within range of healing word. You can't teleport or you can't fly
well,
to
then
that
it'll have to
position.
be. It'll have to be cure wounds then.
Then this
it'll
all
be-
happened and you cast cure wounds.
Yeah, it would have to be cure wounds. See, that didn't work exactly the way I wanted it to, but oh well.
Yeah, the point
Now I
of that
know
spell
for
is for
next
getting in
time.
range of touch. Yeah.
Now I know for next time. All right. Next time I won't do that.
Point of that function rather. So cast your cure wounds and then be done with your turn. All right, it's Boo.
You all suck.
Bummer. Sorry about that.
You're just mad because your sword's gone.
I'm gonna shoot him 3 more times because it's been working pretty well for me.
It really
Put
has.
your orb in.
right?
Yeah.
But I feel like I've been doing consistent damage. to
Okay,
this
then do the
fuck,
That's
right?
fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
keep
fine.
doing damage to him. We'll get your orb in a little bit.
And now I'm gonna move all the way up to like here, and we'll do the orb thing next. Or
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of these fucks can grab the orb out of me and
Thunk.
like can't put it in there.
Thunk, and he falls to the ground. His body's still intact.
Nice.
That's what I'm saying.
Nice.
Beautiful. No, nice
I
job.
got
Nice
you
job.
guys. Now you can get your ass over here and put your fucking orb
I'm
in.
gonna do that shit.
Zelvor.
I'm doing that shit.
Sal, what you doing?
I know that in my notes I wrote something about which one I was.
Which
but I
color are you? I know what I have in my notes. Which color?
I'm
Blue,
red.
black, red, yellow. You're red? You're the rock.
Okay.
I got
put
you.
mine-
I got you.
Hold on
Okay.
a second. John's
put-
shaking his head.
You put yours in, and the second you do, you start to kind of feel this strange sensation. And I need you to go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw if
Was
you are
I
within,
wrong?
If you are within 30 feet of the podium.
Apparently, yes, you were wrong.
Woohoo!
What?
You get a bonus on your save.
Oh shit! I was backwards.
Oh, sorry. Strength saving throw. I apologize.
Was I backwards?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought red
Again.
was the rock.
I wrote
No.
this stuff down in my notes, but I can't find it anywhere.
Blue is the beholder, yellow's the dragon, and black is the hydra.
Yeah, I think your notes are wrong.
Fuck.
Because I don't think that the dragon is that color.
Zelbor is yellow.
Wait a second, I found it. There it is.
He's...
Nope, that's the wrong thing. Strength.
No, Zelbor's fire.
Strength saving throw, please, everybody.
I don't know.
Okay.
Everybody? Or
Yeah.
just him?
And I got a
29.
+6 to that. So what is that? a
If you
35?
succeed, you're moved 5 feet back from wherever you are, away from the podium. If you failed a 20, though, which nobody did, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
So everybody move 5 feet away from the podium. Even
Which podium? This one?
the one that. Yep.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Next up is Hawk.
I know
Now my notes are all wrong, and I don't know what to do.
Oh.
Ah.
Also, your orb basically is shot out in a random direction. Roll a d8.
Fuck.
Oh god,
I'm so sorry. I screwed that up.
that's okay, bro.
1, 2, 3. It's actually going to land right near you. It's basically, it just ting, 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 ting,
that's-
lands on the ground near you.
So, you, Kevin, you put yours
Nobody
in.
trust Andy's notes.
Hawk,
Fuck.
you're up.
Wait, I'm just thinking. Blue is Mel is beholder. He did that right.
That's what we think.
Accurate. Correct.
Dragon is
I don't know
yellow.
why, but it seems like there's like an entire section of my notes. Because I know I had more notes in here. Than
Should have
what's in-
studied for the quiz.
No, I seriously think that like Google Docs deleted some of my notes
That
because I
is
had
shitty.
a lot more notes in here than there currently are.
That is shitty, if that's true. That's
Oh, he's a dragon. He's fire. That's,
Hawk,
I mean, Zelbor.
Hawk, you move over to the podium and do you place yours, or?
I'm going to. I'm just trying to figure out which one to do.
You would be the Earth, the Hydra.
I would be black.
Serpent,
I'm
wouldn't
black.
you?
So which one is that?
I don't know what color black
Is that's the rock?
is.
That's the rock, isn't it? The raven.
Black is Earth. Is the is Hawk? Yes.
But which one though? Which creature? Which?
I
Is
don't
the-
know because it would either be the serpent, which is the high six-headed Hydra, or the air, which is Raven. But I think air is actually Boo, which is Raven.
Yeah, I thought I was a raven.
So
Okay,
you're
so
the
I'm doing Hydra then. I'm doing Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
Okay.
Okay, you walk over, you place it into the six-headed serpent, but you do, the orb sits. And then
Oh,
it's-
Kevin to the rescue! Thank you,
Yeah,
Kevin.
I know,
it
it's- I
starts
actually
to
read my
pulse
notes.
with a purple light.
Oh, that's pretty. I feel bad. I feel last turn I should have given you my sword and you
All
couldn't
right.
be chopping shit.
She raises her hand above the lich. She starts to do the wiggle, but it doesn't seem to need her at all. It gets back up on its own, and it looks at Malik and it says, "Oh, I did not see you do that, Master of the Chalice. If you really wish to complete the ritual, fine, but let's try this again. Just a little different this time. I need you."
No.
Counterspell.
Okay, what level?
All the levels.
I'm burning my. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to burn my 7th level spell for this.
Completed. You stop the spell outright. If you want, you can make an Intelligence Arcana check to see, or Perception, or Wisdom Arcana to see if you recognize what the spell was. It was Finger of Death.
Oh man.
Another
Holy
bad.
crap. That is exactly 7th level too.
He looks at you and he goes, I just cannot make up my mind who dies first. And then, as he kind of says that, he also teleports over to stand next to Zelvor. Psych.
Oh shit.
I made a choice. Malik, it's your up.
Ah, damn it. Well, this is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to move over to here, and can I, as I pass that,
Use your
this
action
one,
to place it
can I place my orb there on the...
as an action.
Yeah, on the beholder, or the blue, or the water.
The
whatever.
beholder. Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your action.
Yeah, and actually, as a bonus action, I am going to cast frickin' Well, I'll cast Sanctuary on myself, because I know I'm not going to attack before that guy attacks next. I was gonna do it on you, but you'll just attack. You'll just attack on your next turn, though, is the thing. So it'll just end.
You had Sanctuary on him already. On Zelbor.
Did I?
Yeah.
It wouldn't have gone away, but if he attacked, then it would go away.
Mm-hmm.
If
I'm gonna cast it on myself just to help. I'm trying to prevent him from casting Finger of Death on me next time, but that's the only reason.
Yeah, that's why I've been counterspelling the crap out of this guy.
Yeah. No,
Right, I know it. It wouldn't work. I mean, if he passed the save, he could just cast it right on top of it. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? All he has to do is pass my save.
Right.
But I'm doing it as in case he rolls low or something. You know.
Um.
My thought is, well, anyways, that's what I'm gonna do.
So Sanctuary is up again on Zelbor, right?
No, I'm gonna cast it on myself this time.
Okay.
Casting it on himself.
Got it.
Because
Perfect.
that way it won't go away if he attacks somebody.
In between Malik and Boo, he's going to go ahead and use a legendary action. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Zelbor.
Oh, +6. You got
Wow,
27.
clutch.
You're
clutch.
still
Nailed it.
you're still taking 15 points of cold damage.
Oh man.
He kind of grabs a hold of your shoulder and he looks at you and he's like, "Oh!" All right. Boo.
Placing my orb in the Raven slot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It starts to.
He's Ravenclaw.
You see the one that Malik put in, kind of glowing a greenish, like phlegmy color. When you place yours down, it starts to glow a reddish color, like blood.
One left to go.
And you can see as you kind of look over at the situation with Zell and him, he kind of pulls one of your arrows out and kind of like just sets it to fall, and then casts another spell on Zelbor.
Oh man, it's like the prison guard beating your friend for
Nine
getting
more
in trouble.
9 more points of cold damage, and you can't regain hit points until the start of his next turn.
I don't make a save or anything.
It's Chill Touch. It's a cantrip.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is why I wanted you to cast Sanctuary on me, because standing next to me.
Right. He's beating the shit out of my ass. He's not even touching you. He already wasted a Finger of Death on you. And remember when I saved you? Or tried to?
Don't worry, I'll save you. I'll save
Don't
you.
worry.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
keep
good.
saving the party by counterspelling the crap out of this guy. You just leave me to get beat the shit up?
Zelbor,
Yeah.
you're...
Walk it
Excuse me,
off.
I've dropped him 3 times now. I don't know what else I can do. Like,
Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
you
Boo was the
would have been
hero.
knocked down if it hadn't for me counterspelling.
Let's stop arguing. Just finish this, Zell.
Oh my god, this is the
move
best.
over it, Dragon Rock.
Okay, you
They're
place it
gonna
in.
kill each other.
The second you do, like, they all light up, and the keeper, Jizix, kind of, like, stops moving and starts
Well,
kind of...
would he get an attack of opportunity on me? Because he said to...
Oh, did you move away from him?
I moved like 5 feet.
Oh, you're... No,
yeah,
you're...
you're still within range.
Right, it's an attack of opportunity.
We're out of
for
his
the-
Well,
Yep.
because I'm putting the thing in. That's the thing that I was
Yes.
saying.
Oh.
I'm trying to be fair on all ends, because he said when you
Thank
put it
you.
in
Okay,
to Malik.
so he hits, and you are teleported before you place it 30 feet away.
Bam,
Where?
you out of there.
Basically, you've seen Cardiff kind of dance about with his temporal, like, chronal acceleration speed. Basically, when he hits you, he's forcing you to jaunt away from him. Ugh.
Yep. Can I use the rest of my movement at least?
Yeah. All right. Hawk, you're up.
Wait. I'm going to use my last second level spell.
Long Strider?
Wait a minute, you can't heal
did it
until
say?
his turn.
Oh wait, I can't heal till his
Yeah.
turn. Damn it, I forgot
You
about
ca- you
that.
cast-
I
you-
still my second level spell.
You cast the spell. The healing tries to assuage, but the chill stops you from doing so. Hawk, you're up. You guys-
So is the Sword of Sharpness a plus anything
No.
to hit?
if you crit, it does a bunch of damage extra, but
So it's,
I thought it's magic.
considered magical though?
yeah.
So we're gonna go here. And so this creature, this thing is still, this is one that's attacking
It's-
us, right?
Yeah, it certainly is. Yep.
That's a crit.
Uh,
Because I have the
Yeah.
improved critical. So let's see, what do I do for damage? I do
What do you hit
1d8 plus. It's the Sword of Sharpness. What's
Oh,
the?
you-
What do I do?
Oh, that does.
46
you have to-
extra slashing damage. Then roll another 20-sided dice.
And if you get high enough, like you crit, you'll.
Wait,
jump them up.
it's I roll
46 extra damage. So it's
plus 1d8,
8 plus your strength
right?
modifier.
1d8 plus
2d8 actually,
plus 5.
because you
I've
crit.
never crit with that thing before. I should just give it to you because you have.
So that 2d8 plus 5, and then what?
Plus 46. Okay, and then roll a 20-sided dice. Okay.
Ugh.
That's
so
good damage.
You
though.
don't lop off a limb or anything, but you cut him like straight through the chest. You actually cut through a couple of the arrows that are still sticking out of him from Boo, and they sever them clean. And then he kind of like, fuck, and falls to the ground again.
So that's one attack, right?
Correct.
That was just one attack, so I get 2 more attacks.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna step over here, and I'm just gonna like go to town on the chalice itself. Can I do that?
Just roll damage. Or
Gonna
roll.
go to
Yeah, you
town.
can't really crit
Roll
it.
to hit though.
Just
If he
roll
rolls
damage.
a 20, you could
No,
chop something apart.
it doesn't really crit. Just roll damage. This does extra. Actually, don't roll any damage. 1d8 plus 5. Maximum of that is 13. So for each of your attacks, you're going to do 13 damage to it because it's maximized. When you attack
Okay.
an object with the magic sword and hit, maximize your weapon damage dice
So
against
it's
the target.
26.
Mm-hmm. So you
Is
cut
that- is
into
it? Okay.
you cut into it. A bit of blood starts to spill out onto it, and she kind of looks at you, confused. And
Yeah, we need to put something in there afterwards, I think.
she kind of looks at you, confused. On the Lich's turn, it gets back up, just hops back up, and says, "Okay, fine." And it steps in behind you, Hawk, and it says to you, "What am I gonna do to murder you?"
It says, "What do I have to do to murder you?" Wow, that's nice of him.
Oh, go ahead and make a. Go ahead and make a. I think it's. Let's see here. I think it's wisdom. Let me double check.
Oh no.
John, do I have to say counterspell right now?
If you're going to counterspell, you can say it. Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm going to third level. It's my last third level slot.
Go ahead and roll.
So you
Check.
have to roll.
That's a 12, so I'm going to guess no.
Not at all. Wisdom saving throw.
Am I within range of
No.
Malik? No.
No, unfortunately.
So I've
Okay.
got 2 luckies, and
You've spent 2
Uh,
luckies.
I've got 2 left.
Oh, that's right. 4.
And
Yeah,
I've got 2
total.
Indomitables.
Okay.
Wah. See what happens.
Sure. What's your bonus?
They're all
Plus 0.
Well then, yeah. Let's see how many dice it takes to get to natural 20. Miss. Lucky. Miss. Lucky.
That's a miss.
Yeah. It's a DC 20, bro. Miss.
Bye,
That's-
guys.
That's too lucky. That's too lucky. Now we go for Indomitable 1, and then
You
Indomitable
can only
2.
use one Indomitable
Ah.
per turn, I think.
Yep.
I
Then
think that's it.
that's it. Perfect.
Oh,
Hey, guess what?
what?
Dominate monster.
Oh,
What?
dominated him. He's not a monster though, is he?
Domi-
Dominate monster just works on a monster lower level as in a humanoid also, so
Right.
that works.
You just blew that spell.
And he says to you,
Come on.
points at Zelbor, or rather points at Aegon Brawl and says, retrieve the orb.
Oh shit.
Yeah, see, this is
Wanna
why I
fight
said
with that
cast
guy.
Sanctuary on me.
Retrieve your what?
Retrieve that orb.
Oh well. It's my
Yeah.
turn next. I wish I could
actually,
cast-
Wait, so am I actually enthralled?
oh yeah.
You're my bitch. You-
Yeah, you have to do what he says.
Malik, you're up.
All right. So Zelbor still has his orb, right?
I'm the
Yes.
only one that still has it, yes.
All right. Well, this is what I'm going to do then. I am going to, and he has my frickin' sword. I'm going
You
to
need to get in the way of the thing.
cast.
This is just
Death Ward.
fantastic.
I'm gonna cast Death Ward on myself,
Step in front of Hawk.
and then I'm gonna step in front of Hawk and say, "You'll have to go through me."
You see a little tear go down Hawk's eye. Little tears coming down.
Boo.
I can't initiate a grapple because I have to have an action. So next turn, I guess.
I think we all know what's about to happen.
You're gonna shoot the shit out of a fucking guy.
Fuck yeah.
He's gonna-
No. No.
No, I think he's shooting the shit out of the
How am I
wizard.
doing?
Pretty good.
Nice.
What are you shooting?
He will actually fall. But
Fuck yeah. Does his spell stay up if he's
for,
dropped?
for the people who are concerned, no, he's not dead. He is still currently alive and
Oh.
conscious. He is just currently
I didn't know.
But I got a
incapacitated.
question.
That's fine.
Does the
Concentration
spell?
spells?
Oh no, yeah, I have to make a bunch of concentration checks, sure, but no, I don't so much worry about the
Maybe he'll fail.
the losing concentration
not-
bit.
Back the
Run
fuck
away.
up.
That's all tens. Everything's less than, well, no, the last one's an 11 DC. So let me go ahead and just hit those real quick. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm super fine.
Hey, it doesn't hurt to check.
Fair enough. Yeah, I've got a plus 10 to my con saving throw. Boo, that's a good time. Zelbor, you're up. You placing it?
Yes, I'm going to place it in the thing.
The second you do, all four lights light up, and you see this kind of aura emanate around Jizix, and his body seems to be kind of spasming and shaking. You still feel his words inside of your head, still ringing inside of you. Retrieve that orb, and it's your turn. You step forward.
Wait.
Sorry.
On my...
That's fine. That's fine.
Seriously? Wait a second. Hold on. I cast that at 4th level, and it did not... It only rolled 1d4.
Yeah, you'll have to re-roll those separate.
That's fine.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to roll the other 3.
3d4, yeah. So
Yeah.
15.
So,
Nice.
15.
Hawk, you walk over to the pedestal as Zelbor's licking his wounds. Grab.
Wait, but Mel is right in the way. He interposed himself.
You walk to the side of him,
You can walk around him.
and you grab
Yeah,
the
he's-
orb and pick it
Plenty
up.
of Action of opportunity.
Malik, you can attempt to opportunity attack him, but you do not have a weapon drawn.
Can I
Grapple,
him?
grapple.
I want to
No.
opportunity grapple him.
No.
Nope. That's not how opportunity attacks work.
Hawk picks up the orb. When he does so, you watch all of the wounds on Jizix heal immediately, and his body just rise up back to a floating standing position. He says,
God damn it, Hawk.
Yeah. Why did you do
I
that?
said die. I meant die. And it goes to his turn, and he'll cast the spell again.
4th level counterspell.
Roll a 19 or better on that charisma check, or Malik falls to the ground.
Nope, he's dead.
Malik,
No, I'm not. I'm not dead.
you're dead.
My death
Death
ward
ward.
goes off.
You
He
cast.
cast Death Ward on himself again.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. A couple things. You'll see it on.
Yeah.
John, look at that face.
Yeah, he
He's
totally
like,
did.
That's why
I so
fucking-
want Look at that
Go down,
face.
nobody's
Wait.
getting you.
Face.
Wait,
That
wait.
face.
When did you cast
Yeah.
Death Ward again?
Look, I'll show you. It was.
He-
Well, look, it's up
on
here.
his
Death ward
turn.
right there. My
No,
last turn.
you didn't cast it again. You clicked it to show us what it looked like because we cast Power Word Kill on you. You didn't cast it last turn.
No,
did-
no, no. He,
No,
he did
Oh.
he
cast-
said,
Hold on,
I'm
he did cast
casting
it
Death
again.
Ward, and then he approached Hawk and said, you have to go through me first,
It's
assuming
right, he
Hawk
did
would
do that.
stab
He
him
totally
to
did
kill
that.
He
him.
said
Okay.
But
definitively
Hawk
that
didn't.
he
Hawk was smart enough to take a step to the left and,
And-
like, walk the fuck around
that-
him. But
at And at that point too, he was down and unconscious, so he wouldn't have seen the casting of Death Ward. he wouldn't have
Yeah.
seen
Correct.
it. He wouldn't have paid attention to it.
Wait a second.
Correct.
You said he was still cut. I'm just kidding. That.
Well, he wasn't. He's not perceptive. He's not
Guess
perceiving.
what? I have one more 4th level spell left too.
Fuck my life.
That's what I'm casting on my fucking self.
I get like
Oh
That is
man,
the best
John
spell
is-
ever.
drooling. He wants to die. He wants to die.
fucking kill us.
He should be killing
I'm
other
so
people,
angry.
which I could then raise
Twice.
from the dead.
Twice. Malik, you're up.
I actually have one 4th level spell slot left. With after that, I'm gonna frickin' cast it again because I'm like,
He
my thought
sees
is-
you, he sees you cast it and he says, "I'm not going to fall for it again." And he looks
yes,
over. He
kill
looks.
somebody else.
he looks
and
over-
I will raise them from the dead.
He looks over at his elbow, and then he also says, with like just a free action, he says, "Kill the fish to Hawk."
Damn it, Hawk! Why would you do
And
that?
he kind of chuckles with his own sword. With his own.
My own sword. Yeah, that's gonna be horrible too.
Roll another crit, baby. I will. Ooh. Boo, you're up.
I'll yell to Zelbor. Should I shoot Hawk this time?
Yeah, shoot Hawk. I'll bring him back.
That's not Zelbor answering.
That's okay. He's gonna
That's-
kill me now.
That's why I asked Zelbor. Because I feel like
Yes, shoot Hawk.
Shoot. All right, great. I'm shooting Hawk a bunch of times. Sorry, buddy.
No worries. Do your thing.
He's laughing. We're killing each other.
Second one misses.
John is laughing.
All right,
How much damage you do?
a lot.
I got a shit ton of hit points. That's the problem.
You ready for fun?
Yeah.
Hawk, for dramatic effect,
Oh,
you immediately.
I'm sorry. Can I make one of those a grasping arrow? Also, the first one was going to be a grasping arrow because he said to shoot Hawk.
No, we did it the first
So I wanna
I'll
stop.
let you go back the first time. Never again.
I'm sorry.
No.
That's fair.
Um,
That's fair.
Here's why. Hawk, you feel compelled to drop the sword, and you hear a voice in your head, "Strike him back." And as you kind of feel this urge to surge forward, oh god, you are really far away, aren't you?
Yeah.
How did you place your orb?
I placed my orb last turn, and I have 35 feet of movement. So
Yeah.
after I placed my orb, then last time I shot him 3 times and moved 35 feet back, and this time I just shot Hawk 3 times.
You-
So I'm like, I didn't move yet.
You
but
see him
yeah.
drop the sword of answering, and the blood kind of just erupts from the chalice behind him, and Santina flies back into his head coated in blood. And when it does so, you see that it kind of it feels more potent, and you can hear her in your head, "Kill the elf, kill the elf." It doesn't.
elf.
It doesn't seem like it's the dominate doing it. It just seems like because of what's happened, she is not a fan.
Oh,
She
man.
came back. She came back from another dimension. She wants that elf dead.
Wait, what? The sword came back?
Oh yeah,
And the
Diacentina.
s- So it's the sword that's sending this message to Hawk.
Diacentina is saying, "Kill the elf, kill the elf." Jizix is saying, "Kill the fish." And we're gonna have a fun conflict of interests here in a second.
I don't want to kill
Zelbor
anybody.
saying-
Oh no, you're gonna.
Wait, so
Hawk, and Zelbor is saying, "Give me back my stone, please," because he still has friend cast on himself.
Boo! You're done.
for the
Zel-
end of the turn, can I move? Because I haven't
Yeah.
used my movement yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna whoop, 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 and get out of the way. But now that's the end of my turn.
Bye, Felicia. Okay, got it. Zelborn.
Oh man.
In one hand, he's holding the orb. In the other hand, he's holding Diacentina.
Yep.
Hmm.
You have darkness or something?
Well,
For-
I'm trying to think.
Oh, and you're half elf again, by the way.
Oh.
All right. This might not work, but I'm going to try it anyway. Dexterity saving throw from Hawk.
Roll it. You are not in benefit of the aura, by the way. You are currently hostile. Okay.
You are currently in a bubble that lasts for a minute or until I drop it.
I love it.
All right.
So you cannot harm anyone currently.
Bubble
but you
boy.
can move,
And-
can move half your speed by rolling.
And you can't get the orb that's inside there with him. So
I know.
it goes
It's,
to
it's a calculated risk while I'm trying to figure other.
It goes to Hawk. You're still compelled to kill the fish man, but you're also being compelled by the sword to go kill the elf. I need
You're also
I
in a
can't
bubble.
see the elf.
Zach, and I need Zach, and I need Kevin to both roll just a d20.
D20. D20 off. Let's see. Where is it? Boom.
You are more compelled to kill the fish man. You're currently in an orb.
Sucks.
I won.
If you'd like, you can try and bowl it at him. Run at him like a hamster ball.
Wow.
Or a super monkey ball, if you will.
Yeah. So definitely, so I'm more inclined to kill the fish. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hamster roll over. I'm gonna try to hamster roll over Zell. Sorry, over Mel. Sorry, Mel.
It's half your speed.
Would
Well,
that
I
be
mean,
considered attacking me?
he's-
Because I still
he's
have
one over.
Sanctuary up. I still have Sanctuary up because I haven't done anything offensively besides cast spells on myself the entire
I
time.
mean,
Oh.
do I move with
Sorry.
the speed that he can move out of the way?
1 second, I apologize. Go ahead and do me a favor and roll 3 more wisdom saving throws, again without the benefit of the aura. I just read you.
Oh,
You Hawk.
Yeah, I just read the spell. Every time you take damage, you have to re-roll the wisdom saving throw. So one more time,
roll it good.
and one more time.
Am I close enough? Like, I don't get
You
the bonus.
do
you
not get
said.
the benefit, no.
You don't get no.
Because remember, he turned against you, so he's not...
Can I use the Indomitable?
Yeah.
Even.
Last one.
The last one. Oh,
This would be my last
20.
one. I don't even know it's.
You gotta roll 20, I think, or total 20.
Nope.
Damn it.
Yeah. You still want to kill the fishman. Okay, cool. We'll call that a turn. Yeah, you can't really bowl at him. I was just teasing. It's not really a
Yeah,
thing.
you can.
You can? No.
You cannot.
Okay, so it'd go to the Lich, and Jizix will.
Hey, Lich.
Really not a fan of this fucking fish. Death Ward is up, huh?
I have Sanctuary up too.
I'm just gonna cast Dispel Magic on both of those effects then, I think.
Yeah, but don't you have to roll?
No, not really, because they're both lower than... Well, one of them's 4th level, right?
Death Ward is 4th.
Okay, no, I'll go ahead and...
Sanctuary's first.
I will go ahead and use a 3rd level slot, because that's fine. And I'll make a check. So it is my spellcaster
Yeah, so
ability.
it'd be intelligence for you, I'm guessing. since
Yeah. So plus...
The spells kind of suck.
And Dispel Magic, is it targeting one or does it do all? Any spell of 3rd level. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. I'm choosing a creature. Any spell of 3rd level on it. So
This is 4th level's Death Ward, but
Yeah,
the other ones.
it's
are-
Well, yeah, but basically, since he makes a roll, it's anything below what his roll checking is.
Oh, so he has to
and
roll. All right.
I have a +5, and I rolled
A 1.
a 13. Okay, so yeah, all your spells are dispelled. You're
Wait, you rolled a 13?
13 plus on the dice, 13 on the dice.
Oh, okay. You rolled a 13 on the dice. Okay, I thought you rolled a 13 total in which case.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So that would be a
Kill me.
total of 18, right? So then both of your spells drop. And he kind of looks to you and he shakes his head. Bring it back up then. Bring it back up.
It wouldn't be any fun anymore. How about we just stop this nonsense and you just leave?
Great. Take your orb and walk.
Yeah, put the orb over here. Have Hawk put that orb over there, and we'll just finish what we're doing and be on our way.
Just for like a quick joke, he puts the Autolux Resilient Sphere up on top of the thing in the orb slot and then sets it back down. Doesn't really happen, but just ha 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 ha.
Haha, it's so funny.
All right, Malik, you're up.
All right. Well, luckily I am still kind of strong. I didn't used to be, but I
Kick
am
him in
now.
the balls!
So I'm going to try to grapple that sphere. Actually,
You can't grapple the sphere away from him because he's inside of a bubble.
can I go in the bubble with him?
No.
or-
No.
No.
Nothing
it's
can
not
go
possible.
through the bubble. The only thing that can get rid of the bubble is a disintegrate spell, which I'm not going to cast disintegrate on the bubble right now because it's my spell.
All right.
So you trap the
Well-
orb inside the bubble with him.
Yeah, again, I'm working on a plan.
How far along did you get past step one. It seems like you've got a step one, and that's it.
Yeah,
that ain't a plan.
I have
What he
a step
said.
two,
That's
but
an
I need to get to
impulse.
my-
You know
I
the
have a step
difference,
two, but
right?
I need to
Between
get
a
my initiative.
okay.
Step 2 is on my initiative, damn it.
Well, it looks
say
like what I'm going to do. This is really going to piss this guy off too. Oh, actually, I
him in the
can't do
balls?
that.
Kick him
I
in the
for-
balls.
No, I'm going to move over here. Actually, I'm going to use withdrawal.
I really didn't like when you did that. When I did damage to the container of the blood.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no,
I
it
got
was
something else I
confused
wanna
by that
do.
though because we have to do something with that. I thought.
All right, I'm going to move over here and use
Yeah,
full
I know.
withdrawal so he doesn't attack me. But then next turn we'll have to do something different. I'm just hoping.
Yeah, we have to
Oh,
put
you know what I
the-
will do? I could do this. I will use my last level 1 slot to cast Sanctuary on myself again. I'm hoping he won't attack me.
Okay.
I'm hoping that this will just dissuade
He
him
just
from doing it.
kind of shakes his head. Have it your way.
I know. I'm just trying to survive over here.
All right. As a legendary action, he will commit to cast a 4th level spell.
How legendary.
No, he won't.
Are you casting counterspell again? Because you already did it this rotation.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
All
I
right.
can't. Never mind. Go on.
Okay. He casts Dimension Door.
Yeah, kind of.
Sup, Bubby?
Dimension Door.
Hey,
Good
buddy.
enough. He just didn't bring this.
Yeah, he's
orb
going
with
to
him.
kill. He's going
You're
to
up.
kill another person in the party.
Wants
That's-
to kill somebody.
That is all of his legendary actions for the turn.
Perfect. Can I disengage?
That's an action, sure.
Fantastic.
At least all of Hawk's actions are legendary.
Yeah.
He only has a certain number.
Okay. And then it goes
I got to there. Yeah.
to Zelbor.
Dang it. I am going to my action until I can see Jysix.
You're gonna use what?
I'm holding my action until I see Jysix.
Okay. You're not
I
ready.
need to be able to do damage to him so I could try to make those saves.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Are you?
You have to
Are
ready
you?
an
No.
action.
You can hold. You can delay. You can
Okay.
take your turn after his.
No,
But
I'm readying an action.
what's the action you're readying?
I'm readying a spell to cast on him.
What is the? No, you can say that's fine. That'll work. When you see him, you'll cast a spell. All right.
Yes.
Hawk.
What does Hawk do?
You can't. Can he
Do I
really?
get to try make?
Can he really roll around in it?
He can roll half his speed.
Okay. Go ahead and roll yourself towards that fish.
All right. Hey, what's up, Hawk?
15.
And as he's moving towards you, it kind of rolls over the blood. And the blood starts like spraying
It's so messy.
at you.
Oh man, is he just gonna be covered in an orb of blood so he can't see anything? Like just
That's
a
amazing.
giant red orb, blood all around it.
I assume because of like the nature of the sphere, it doesn't linger. It kind of off.
It won't.
Or is it the nature of the sphere, or the nature of the blood? Because blood can be viscous. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I understand, but like the Autoluke sphere is made out of pure magical force energy. It doesn't keep stuff on it. It shunts it off. So I appear. What do you do? Damn. All right. I elect to succeed. My third success of legendary
Okay,
resistance.
you still take 30. You still take 30 damage, and DC is 15. Your concentration check.
Oh god damn it.
That's what I was going for.
Nice.
well done.
Please roll shitty. Please roll shitty.
Okay, so I need to roll. You said 15.
DC is 15 because if you're taking half damage.
All right, I'm feeling. I'm gonna go ahead and remove myself. I'm not gonna drop out of GM mode. I'm just gonna roll the dice in front of you. I'm letting you know that he
That's
has
fine.
a plus 10 to.
I know. He needs to roll less than a 5. I realize that.
I succeed, and it's just
Okay.
that's just a raw dice macro. It's not. So
No,
there's-
that's fine. That's
No?
fine.
Okay.
As I said, it was worth a shot.
as his body kind of like gets hit by this black energy that kind of causes a bit of his body to dissipate, he looks at you, Boo, and he says, "You're the only one who's really able to do anything to me so far. I'll do the same to you. make a saving throw."
Before I do that, I'm going to blow a 4th level counterspell.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a 16 or better on your... Yeah? Alright. He looks over at you and like...
John, just to say, I only have 1 spell slot left that I can counterspell with, so...
Yeah, I'm down. I'm literally out of my top tier spells. I'm down to just 5th and below. It's really depressing.
I have only a 5th level spell slot left, and then it's 1st level. That's it.
All right. Well, he looks at you as the spell kind of gets interrupted, and he looks at you, Zelvor, and then he looks back to Boo, and he's like, "Or you can run some more." Just kind of shakes his head.
Boo's just got his stupid shit-eating grin on, like, haha, fuck you.
Everything's coming up. Boo!
It always does.
Malik.
Just as a plan, let's try to make the Lich guy do concentration spells. Concentration checks. A lot of them.
The fun part about it is that concentration, it can be up to an hour that I keep a hold of.
I know. That's why I'm trying to get this. I put him in a sphere for a minute. I was hoping he might do damage to make break concentration.
Oh, I just read a thing. Great. Malik.
Okay. So we put the chalice, or I put the chalice of light on that thing, right?
Yeah, and there it sits.
Could I touch it and use its magical ability, which I'm attuned to cast another spell?
What spell are you casting? Death Ward?
Take a guess. Death Ward. Of course, it's 2 friggin' charges.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to do that. I was thinking, what the hell? I might as well really piss this guy off. So I'm going to do that. And then after I do that, I guess that would be an action then. I don't know if I can click on this. It's not really doing it. Maybe I have it written down on here if you want to read all that stuff.
Yeah, I know.
It would be 2 charges. So I would touch that. That's an action. And as a move, I'm going to move over here. I believe my sword is on the ground over here where
Yeah, it's over here. Yeah.
Bloody Hawk dropped it.
You walk around that and get to it and pick it up. Okay.
All right. So then I would just basically wait. I'm going to do something next round. I used up all my actions, I think.
At the top of the initiative before we move on, Boo, can you just roll a d8 for me real quick?
It's going to figure out if we all just instantly die now or not.
It's like
awesome.
Death.
You see him kind of raise his hands up and like energy kind of pulses into his hands, and basically it looks like mana or energy is kind of entering into his body.
Oh no.
It looks like he's regaining spell slots.
This is bad.
I thought you could only do that on a short rest, John.
Oh no, I'm not arcane recovering. No, I'm lair action.
I know. I'm giving you
a legendary action.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Can I shoot him?
Gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah. As the first shot comes in, he raises his hand up, and you see a red barrier appear in front of him. It blocks the first shot. The second shot gets through and hits him, and then the last shot gets blocked as well. He'll take the second.
What are you gonna do?
It's the first time that has actually would have mattered at all in this fight. So far, so good. And he's still got a bunch of arrows in him, since his body hasn't been obliterated since like the last series of volleys. And then you move away from him.
There's a first time for everything.
Fair.
As I run away.
Zelvor.
I'm going to move over to there. And I believe, yes. Okay, and instead of using
outside of counter spell.
A big fucking hand appears out of nowhere and punches him in the.
Oh wow! You weren't. Nice. I didn't check for range when you counterspelled last. You weren't in.
No, I was.
Fine, whatever. Big B's stupid hand.
Big B's stupid hand comes up, and as I said, I'm going to punch the Lich in the face with Big B's stupid hand.
All right, go ahead and make your attack with it. I'm not going to put the thing on the token because it's got color.
Oh gosh,
oh, it sucks to suck.
Okay. He
I'd like to say again, how many things did I counterspell in this?
He shrugs. Yep, that happened. And then he kind of laughs a little bit. Hawk, you hear a voice in your head. It says, "Hold." On the Lich's turn.
Oh no.
he will cast. Bear with me here.
That's fine.
If you want to cast surrender, we accept.
Oh yeah, no.
That stone could have been in the orb, Zell. But someone said, no. He needs opportunity attack.
Feel like John's going for a TPK so we can like use new character sheets.
Exactly.
I don't know. That's like a thought that's creeping into my mind.
Wait, hold on, Andy. Are you blaming me?
No, I'm not blaming you.
He
Because
casts.
I'm doing everything I can to try to save the party right
You're
now.
doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah.
Also, John,
Yeah.
casting Vigby's Hand actually makes the orb dissipate around Hawk.
Well, then that's
Good. I
that-
wanted you to drop
You
it
know what?
anyways.
That spares me the action that I was going to do because I was going to get rid of the orb anyways. I was going to cast Disintegrate on that piece of fucking shit. But since I don't have to, Hawk, take your turn. Kill the fish.
Where
Roll
is the
wisdom
fish?
save.
So I want to step here. Hawk rolls wisdom save.
Yep,
Uh,
you don't get a bonus from me. This is to attack
Why?
me. I have Sanctuary on
Oh,
me.
Sanctuary. Okay.
I have
Uh,
an.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
come
cast
on!
this. Son of a bitch! Can I
You
inspire
used
wisdom?
it.
Nope.
I can't, can I use my inspiration
You know how
so that
many
he
times I
fails?
rolled that?
I can't believe he freaking attacked me.
You son of a
I'd like to
Look
point
how
out.
happy.
Wait, guys, I'd like to point out this is the natural 20 that we needed.
I
for
know.
Hawk to get
It took
his
about
throat-
20
wanna talk
rolls and I
about it now.
failed this.
So-
Yeah, and then he
Um,
okay, cool. You chopped me in half. I'm thinking, now he can't hit me.
What do I do, John?
Takes only actions that I choose, and that would be the attack action. Smash him.
So I have to make 3 sword attacks?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this.
You're doing cold damage, right?
No. He's doing real damage.
But cold damage, I'm resistant to that.
Ooh,
Hold on a second.
You might get lucky there.
Something for
You hit once. The other 2 are misses, luckily.
Okay.
So that's
So-
not bad. I could take 17.
He will actually be expending his legendary action to take the attack action, which allows him to use the dominate special feature. He uses an action to basically trigger the domination. And then on his turn,
Am I allowed to try to save against that?
no.
So like I tried to save against
The only time-
it was my
You get to the only opportunity you get to save against my spell is if you take damage. Yeah, and then the sanctuary. If you pass it on an attack, you don't have to make a one for each one. It's just the one. So you hit him once, and then it goes to the Lich, who Jizix is going to, with his fancy new 8th level spell slot.
Oh, I still have Death Ward on, but
No,
I'm
it's-
still not
it's fine.
looking
It's
forward
that-
to what he's gonna
I
do.
don't.
PWK is a 9th level spell. I don't have it, but let's go ahead and say boo. I think. Are you within 10 feet of the fish? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, that's why I moved.
That's why I ran.
I ran. I was like, get near the fish,
Con saving throw.
but stay away from Hawk.
What kind of saving throw, John?
Constitution.
Indomitable.
Sure.
If 16 doesn't make it,
Yeah, it doesn't.
cool.
That'll work. So you'll take half. 7.
Seven.
Hold on. Doing math.
Sorry.
There's too many dice, Marisha.
So I'm trying to do math actually. 25 plus 30 is 55. 55 halved is 27. 27 points of necrotic damage after the save.
Still up, motherfuckers.
Yeah, but you're getting there.
I'm hurting.
Getting
I'm
down
hurting. Don't get me wrong.
All right.
I'm still up.
Yeah, he points his finger, black bolt of energy darts at you, hits you, and causes you to save. You feel like death creeping over you, but you succeed. it would go to the next on the initiative, which is Malik.
All right. Well, I'm still in the survival mode. Actually, Hawk doesn't have anything on him anymore.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. I had a bonus action. I
He has
apologize.
his own sword.
What's your bonus action going to be?
Misty step over to there.
Cool. How is Hawk holding the orb in one hand and sword with the other, or is the orb in a pouch on his?
Orb is in his
No,
hand,
what's-
which is under his shield. He's got his shield strapped to his arm, but you don't see that because, well, actually you do. Leon Christus has a shield as well. He has the
Would
orb
I
in
be
his
able
hand
to-
here.
What would it be for me to tear that orb out of his hand and place it on the pedestal? Like,
So it would
what-
be an action to try and wrest an object from another person. Athletics versus
Is
his
that-
athletics. Do you think you're stronger
Athletics.
than Hawk?
I have gauntlets of ogre power, but I'm not very athletic. But I do have.
Yeah, Hawk just
actually,
flex nuts natural. He doesn't need no freaking magic
I
items.
know, right?
Son.
Oh man.
He
Well,
did-
okay.
Give it a go.
Let's do that.
Right.
You know what?
When I was a lad, I eat 4 dozen eggs.
I'm gonna wait one more turn before I try to do that. But
He's
what
roughly
I'm
the
gonna
size of a
do-
barge.
is I am going. Unfortunately, why isn't it a bonus action to use lay on hands? I wish it was. It's not, but it's a frickin' action. So I'm gonna lay on hands and heal myself up, and then I'm going to use. I'm gonna be so much healed up from what I was before that I'm going to use my like good presence, just like kind of growing and looking stronger and everything, and I'm just gonna be like, enough. Stop this now, and try to intimidate everybody. Could I do that? I think I can use my chalice gives me a bonus, I believe.
Sure, yeah. Nothing happens.
It won't work, huh?
Hawk is not of his own volition, so
yeah, but
he's
what
not.
about that other goon?
Do you really think that he's going to be intimidated by you saying enough?
Well, actually, I couldn't use a chalice because I'm actually not touching it at the moment. Son of a bitch. I was hoping I'd get enough bonuses because I do get bonuses because of that.
Right,
But
fair
anyways,
enough.
I'm gonna heal myself, and I'm gonna just kind of wait till next round.
Sure. Next up
Sorry, guys.
is Boo. You gonna shoot me some more?
Shoot him more, man.
I mean, I guess it seems like a pointless exercise, but
Or are you
Well,
gonna
you
shoot?
try
him
shooting
down, though.
Hawks.
You're gonna shoot
Hey,
Hawk.
if he goes down, that thing on Hawk might drop.
Shoot
Well,
Hawk.
you can also try shooting Hawk and see if Hawk might save on it or go unconscious.
True, and then we could get the orb. Either way.
I have a question. Is there any way that I can like stab Hawk in the shoulder and make him drop the orb? Or like target
So-
some part on his arm with
I-
like an arrow and
I-
like get him to drop the orb? Can I shoot the orb with an arrow and then make that fly out of his hand?
You could attack him with the arrows, and we can determine based on what you roll, like what happens. Or if you're trying to like stab him and wrest the orb out of his hands, basically first action would be attack. Second action would be try to wrest out of his hands with like the athletics contested check. And you
Shit, I
might
just
have
thought
some
of
sort of
something.
benefit depending on how the stab went.
Okay, so can I do that? Can I stab him and then try and
So
like
first, let's get to the stabbing part. So you have your bow in hand and arrows. Are you stabbing him?
man. Yeah, that's too much work for me. I'm just gonna shoot what's his face in the face.
Okay,
That was too much.
it's a lot of work to try and get things out of the earth guy's hands. Yeah.
Yeah, but this time all of my shots I'm gonna do sharpshooter, so minus
Okay.
5 to the attack roll.
First attack.
Cool.
That math can't be right. Hold on. Oh,
Why not?
wow, it is. How do you still get 30 at once? You're rolling better. You're rolling better sharpshooter than you are.
Oh, I didn't add the minus 5, so we have to take minus 5 to that.
Okay, it's still really
that's
high.
So it should be a
26.
26.
Yeah, the first one's a hit. The second one's a miss. Third one's a hit. Okay.
Yeah, so he's taking plus 10 on top of all of those numbers, so plus 20.
That's the Lich?
Yeah, fuck his face.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it.
He's
Keeps
literally
looking at me.
covered with arrows. There's parts of him that seem to be falling off of him onto the ground. He's not happy, and he just kind of shuffles afterwards, and he looks over to Hawk and says, "Kill the elf." And the sword says, The sword says,
You need to.
kill the elf.
You get a roll again. Roll.
The elf says what? What does the elf say?
The sword says, kill the elf.
Okay.
Everybody's on kill team L.
Everybody's on kill the fucking elf.
Zelbor.
Oh, man.
Zach, you have to hit me with at least
hold-
one shot
hold
so
on.
I could try the save again.
Hold
Yes.
on. So Bigby's hand isn't up there, but I was imagining
Yeah,
it was.
it's still there. Yeah, it can fly
Punch
behind him.
Hawk. Punch Hawk.
You can't move to Hawk.
I'm
Too far
thinking
away.
you did your concentration checks for
Yeah.
the shots that you took. Okay, yeah.
Oh, wait,
I'm
no,
going to-
just now? No, I haven't actually rolled them. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Oh, that would be great.
And
if that
again,
dropped.
it's plus 10 to the
Yes.
damage.
So
that-
let's see. Let's do it. It'd be
25, so half of 25 is
12. Okay, got that. And then the second one is 29, so
19,
14.
29, so 14?
Half of 29 is 14. Round
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
So 12 and 14.
15 exactly. Okay, cool. So, Zelbor, you can move the fist how far?
60 feet.
Yeah, so you could go Molly Wop.
I can hit either one that I feel like hitting.
Yeah.
Thing is, chances of hitting Hawk are much lower for me, I feel, for
Yeah.
the wizard. So I'm going to actually try to hit the Lich guy again.
Do it.
Yeah.
Roll another one. Oh, it's pretty bad though. Yeah, miss.
Inspiration? Because
Do you
that's
have-
a decent amount of damage.
Do you have it?
I don't have
have
it.
I have inspiration. Could I use inspiration?
Well, you have bardic inspiration. Do you have regular
No,
inspiration?
no. I also
Oh,
have
wait. Well,
an ampersand.
yeah, he has an ampersand inspiration.
Then yeah, you can spend
Yeah.
it if you want.
I will use it so he can hit him because I'm hoping he'll drop that stupid spell on. What's his
Yeah,
name?
so that's 40 damage. So
Mhm.
half of 40.
That was worth it.
It's
20.
20. Okay, hold on.
Drop it.
I'm sorry, Hawk. It's more sensitive.
No
It
worries.
makes more sense to attack him too.
I have inspiration as well. I think I might have to use it if I could roll a 20 on the disadvantage one.
Okay, so the fist comes in, swoosh, and hits him in the back. He kind of crumples and falls forward. You hear bones cracking as he falls to the ground, and you see all of the arrows that were sticking on the front of his chest pushed back through him. So he now has a bunch of pins out of the back of his body. As he hits the ground, Hawk, you feel your senses come back to you, but the sword is still raging, and it's still saying, attack the elf. Make a new wisdom saving throw against the effects of the sword.
I'd like to say, a booyah.
And then he leaves. Nice.
Oh,
Do I get Malik bonuses?
this is a charisma saving throw, and I would assume so. Yeah, that's fine.
Woohoo!
It's a charisma saving throw.
Correct. You're fighting for will of yourself and control of the sword.
Wah, wah.
You still want to kill the elf for striking you.
Okay, but I'm no longer under control of the Lich, right?
Correct.
So I'm just not going to pay attention to the sword, and I'm going to put the orb
That's
in
what the
in its
charisma
place.
saving- that's what the charisma saving throw was for.
You
though.
really want to kill the elf.
You want to hit the elf.
No.
Where's the elf?
Right there.
Like 5 feet away from you, brah.
Oh, he's right in front of you.
Right here.
Oh, right there. Okay. Fuck.
No, not that elf.
Yeah,
Not
the
that elf.
purple,
Tiefling.
the purple ping. Not the tiefling.
So I'm going to put the orb in the thing, and then I'll swing at the elf.
It's an action
Can I
to
do
put
that?
the orb away.
God damn it.
Andy, just roll with it. Enjoy the moment of killing.
Okay.
Trust me, I do.
With
He
a
dropped me. He
With a-
dropped me. That's it. I'm
with-
down.
with a
2
single
more
shot-
attacks means
the boo falls to the ground. The sword seems sated. Basically, the feeling that you get is if an ally basically backstab. Santina does not like backstabbers, and he was your friend, and he shot you. So that's why I got pissed and came back, like, hey, no, fuck that. And so you're
was trying
good.
to help.
Sword is sated.
To be fair, Hawk backstabbed us first.
Yeah.
Head games, bro.
Hashtag head games.
All right, so it goes to the Lich, who stands up, like arrow barb sticking out of his back, and looks at you and goes,
I
He
just
just-
go like this.
He just looks so sad. He just looks so depressed. He's just like,
Just fuck you, man.
I just, and
Give up.
so I'm good on that option. He'll cast lightning bolt straight down the row of you.
Ah!
Dex saving throws.
+4.
It's Dex.
Plus-
right. Plus
Yeah,
6 for
So
me.
I get +10.
Good thing you get +10 because
I get +10.
still gonna fail. I have 22 with my +6, but
All right, casting it as a 4th level,
probably
and
saved.
I cast counter spell. I'm kidding. I don't have any counters.
it's fine. 20. No, you did not pass the saving throw, Hawk, so you're taking it. All.
But I have Shield Master though, so I get half on a fail.
Read Shield Master.
Okay, hold on.
Because you're wrong. You can intercede the
Okay.
shield to block all of it. It's not evasion. If you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to only take half, you use your reaction after you succeed to stop the source of the effect for you and take no damage. You put the shield between you if you succeed.
Also have to succeed.
Instead of taking half damage on a
I
success,
understand.
you take
Okay.
none. Right. But you're taking all of it, which is
300.
43 points of damage. And then that would be 21 points of damage for the halfers.
And a death
Hashtag
save
halfers.
fail for me.
Correct. Because you are all right in a line. And just to make it more just copacetic, I'm just going to do that. Connect 5.
Connect 5. He's down.
Yeah.
You missed the spot right here, John. It's not fun.
I'm not stepping adjacent to a corpse. Those get back up and stab me. I'm not a fan. Malik.
All right. I will. Can I take the orb from Hawk and put it in?
I'm not under anybody's control. It doesn't have a turn. You could just leave it alone and attack it. On my turn, I'll put it in.
Short answer is yes. You could do all of that as an action if you wanted.
All right. What I am gonna do instead?
You want to do it as an action. Actually, just take it from me. Take it.
No,
take
actually,
it
I'll
from me.
let you do it. Maybe
No.
Oh
Why?
my
Why?
gosh,
What? Me.
Put the damn thing
Put
in
this.
there.
Yeah. No. Take it. Take it and put it in. Just do it.
Just wait. He's not going yet. I'm gonna.
But
walk over,
what if he takes an action in between though?
I don't know. Well, this is what I would really want to do.
Just
This
do
is what
it.
my character- This is what my character would want to do. He'd want to go over and he'd boo. He'd want to revivify him and bring him back. That's what he would do. You know, it makes more sense to me to do that and let you
Okay,
put it
You
in.
don't,
Okay.
you don't need to cast Revivify. He's not dead. He's dying.
Oh, he's not dead?
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
dying.
Just
All right, well then forget that.
healing
I won't. I
spell.
will cast a different spell then. I will cast whatever, a heal spell on it. I'm gonna cast Cure
Also,
Wounds
keep in
at
mind,
level 2.
you never refreshed your diamond supplement from when you guys went into the Earth dimension, and you used Revivify in there. So you're current.
Yeah, but I have you
you're
know
not
what,
in
though?
possession of
I have-
diamonds.
I have an ability called Lifebringer, which is on this.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
when
but
hit
you don't have
15th level,
you don't have the
I
oh
can
that
eschew
that
components.
that's good.
Okay, it doesn't matter right now because you're not casting.
I know, but I'm just
He
telling
wanted to
you
be
that
right,
I actually
okay?
have it. No,
Can-
yeah, I want to be right. Who the hell doesn't, right? But I know I should have waited till we
Just cast your
wanted
heal.
me to do that. And then, yeah, no, I'm trying to click it. Sorry, Cure Wounds. Boom.
Boo. You're getting back up.
Alright, we can go to the next player. Go to the next guy.
It's
Okay.
Boo. He's getting back up with hit points.
Boo.
In between turns, he's going to cast Dominate Monster.
18 hit points.
No, I do have a legendary action I could use though. Thanks for the reminder.
I know you have a legendary action you could use.
It's gonna use it to surrender.
None of these will work.
All of those are sharpshooter. I'm sorry. Again, sharpshooter.
Hit, miss. He falls back to the ground. He's basically his chest is just arrows at this point.
You're gonna run out of ammo soon.
And how many arrows do you have left? Actually,
Oh shit! I wish I had said
I
that.
you've used
don't know.
in this fight.
Go
You've
back
used
and
a
check.
total of like 15?
lot.
15?
Probably used about 30 to 50. I don't know.
15 this combat.
He's just three attack, and then we've done what, at least 10 rounds. So that's 30 right there.
Zelbor, what does that sound?
Oh man, I'm totally out of arrows.
All right, what was it? Okay, cool. It's Zach. Zach is the sound.
I am going to walk over here, take the damn stone from Hawk, and shove it in the hole.
Yes.
All right. As the wrong person places the orb into the...
I knew that was going to happen.
It
was my orb!
No, I was hoping I could confuse it. I was hoping I could do cup games.
You said the wrong person.
No,
It's my
no. Did you see my face when he was talking though? Like when he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it," and then Andy's like, "I'll do it. It's fine." And both options were like, "Do it."
I'm thinking, maybe that's not gonna
When you
work.
place it, it glows yellow. The second it glows, you see Jaisek's form kind of start pulsing and shaking with the colors again. She looks to you and she says, "Stop."
Also,
Go ahead.
I regained 7 hit points.
Fair enough.
Before she attacks her.
She says, "Stop," and her body seems to kind of quake a bit too, and she becomes less like detailed and more kind of just gloppy liquid. The 4 orbs move to the center of the position of the pedestal and become a single orb that's just pulsing bright white, and then the cup moves to the center of the pedestal it's on.
Pour it into the bloody pool.
Do you guys place the white orb into the cup and then pour it into the pool?
Yep.
Okay. The second you do, as you guys are pouring it in, you guys feel like yourselves lifting away from the bodies, and you see the body that you're lifting away from, Zelbor, kind of look and go, "Huh, that was weird." And you see Leon, Hawk, as you're kind of backing out away from him, he's like, "So it's done then." And then as you're backing away from yours, Malik, you see the girl say, "That should be it. I believe that will stop the curse for all time." And then as you kind of back away from Adolaman, you see him kind of become intangible. And he kind of turns and he looks over his shoulder and looks at you and he says, "It doesn't, does it?"
Nope.
No.
You guys
See you in 1,000 years.
splinter back to the positions that you were in before the mirror broke apart, inside of your house, inside of Stormloft. And as you do, you see the leyline mirror kind of looking like more of a... it looks like as you're looking into it, it looks like there's mirrors inside of the mirror that are actually reflecting other mirrors. It looks like there's about 17 different panels inside, kind of glimmering and shining. And then they all kind of pulse up and then stop and solidify into one single sheet. The mirror kind of like clitters against the ground a bit and just stops cold. And as it does, you just kind of feel this weird, just strange sensation. Like things that are aligned in your past and your history are kind of setting. Like you're remembering things, like a deja vu for just a moment, but things seem to be kind of misaligning, but seem to be kind of close to how you recall them. And you think about it a lot, and it doesn't seem like too much has changed for you. You recall hearing some stories that you may not have heard. You recall hearing about a dwarf lord who fought a large battle in the city of Digram, which you guys traveled in. You recall hearing about that dwarf lord, finishing his engagement with the dwarves and saying that a lot of his people left on some strange magic ship. You hear that the dwarf lord has been promoted by the Council of Lords and is headed off to the city of Drayans to protect the city. You recall hearing things about the world that seem to be different than you think you recall them, but you have deja vus as to how they went versus what they are. And it seems like everything's righted historically. You feel that there's things that are wrong, or you remembered them incorrectly, and you're remembering them differently. If you're familiar with the Mandela effect, you're basically thinking things are Berenstain instead of Berenstein, or vice versa. You kind of sit there for a second and look at the mirror. The orb floating around Zelbor's head. If you reach down and pick up the mirror, you anticipate it to drop, but it doesn't. You kind of look at the mirror coldly, and it doesn't seem to have the same worth that it did before.
Well, this is going in the garbage.
The last thing you notice that where Cardiff slept in the house, sitting next to his bed, is a book covered in white that wasn't there before.
I pick up the white book that I got a feeling I might recognize.
It appears to be the same book that was inside of the library back in Sorrowgate. And when you pick it up and start looking at it,
I accidentally killed my first man.
when you pick it up and you start looking it over, you realize that the very first portion of the book seems to be a retelling, just kind of glancing over it, of a book you've read before. A book called The Curse of Tovesh Nernon, written by a mage named Delarian Atele. And it seems to be a retelling from a different perspective. It seems to be a retelling from the perspective of a mage named Jizix. You kind of recall it as if you were just there. And as you continue going through the book, you realize this is Cardiff's diary. There seems to be a section towards like the third quarter of the book, and what you notice is there's appears to be a lot of notes detailing these positions. It's basically a hand-drawn map of the Kingdom of Stormloft with pinpointed specific locations. And on looking at it, you realize one of the pointed locations is Hilton. One of the pointed locations is just north of Stormloft in the Forest of Deborah, about the same location where the Tome of Derlithoth was. Another location is directly in the city of Stormloft. And a fourth location, which you aren't familiar with, seems to be quite far to the north, up against the barrier peaks, north of a town called Bray. Or not Bray, sorry, Corston. Apologies. North of a town called Corston. They are all marked with writings. And the first one, the one near Hilton, says Earth. And then there's a note that says Hawk. Up above that, near Stormloft, says Fire in Stormloft. And it says, sorry, apologies, I got it all mixed up. Water is in Hilton. Earth is in the one in Deborah Forest. And then fire is the one in Stormloft, and air is the one marked for the one near the barrier key.
Right, next to fire it says sexy.
It does say sexy, in parentheses or in quotation marks. It says "Zell sexy bore" for some reason, but it does show a location for this final temple.
Woohoo! We got a location.
So, guys, we've got to go somewhere. I'm kind of tapped for spells right now, I think. Am I tapped for spells?
Oh, yeah, you guys burned out.
I think I'm tapped for spells right now, but if we want to get going, guys, I can show you this fantastic carpet that I just bought.
Didn't really come up in that whole bit, right?
Because I literally just bought this shit.
Carpet of flying. Where'd you get all that money to buy that?
Turning himself in.
I've been saving.
He's been stealing from his embezzlement, right?
No. But so now you have two options, and I just need, before we close out the stream tonight, basically what of those two options you're going to elect. You would know, based on the notes here and what you kind of gleaned before you were taken into the mirror, that the town of Hilton and the location of Sven appears to hold one of the four planes that you're looking for. And then there appears to be a fourth location, which you've never been to before, north of the town of Corston, that appears to hold the world for Boo. Which one would you like to engage in first?
I vote Hilton.
I vote Corston.
Is Corston the one for the air, which is for Boo?
Correct.
Yep.
I'd like to say, Zach, I actually was going to vote for Corston before you said Hilton.
You just don't want to face the one that's gonna screw with you, Boo.
I don't know. He screwed with Andy by giving him some mean asshole to make fun of him. He screwed with Matt by fucking with his spells. I feel like he's gonna screw with me by just handcuffing me to Zelbor for the entire dungeon. Just deal with him. He's your buddy. This is your punishment. More like Black Mirror me inside Zelbor's consciousness, so I'm just stuck watching him live his life.
Actually, Zach, it's worse than that. I also have to use your bow.
You have to teach him to use the bow.
and ride your horse.
I'm not gonna ruin it, but I could just tell you how bad it is. It's hilarious. It's so yours is such a simple thing. You're just gonna, when it happens, you're gonna say, "Fuck you, man." That's how it's gonna roll. The funnier one might be Kevin, but we'll see. I mean,
Yeah,
I vote Kevin's.
So we got one for Kevin, and then
two for
Zach,
Kevin,
two for
one
Kevin.
for Zach.
Okay, and then
I'll vote for Zach. Yeah.
okay, so it's 2
Yeah,
and 2.
we have a tie.
Okay, hold on a second.
Perfect.
We have to toss a coin, guys.
No, hold on a second.
Let's do a roll off again. Those worked good.
1 second.
This is so great.
Man,
Let's see.
we were getting really tapped.
Just
on
rip
that
off the
again.
Band-Aid.
Either way, guys, I have a flying carpet now.
That's
All right,
awesome.
I can't.
You probably want to bring your best buddy with you on that flying carpet.
I
right?
can't ask him now, but I have a person I'm going to ask to break the tie. Okay.
Okay.
So with that said, we'll go ahead and cut it out for next session, and I will inform you on the forums which of the 2 directions you guys elect. Okay.
Tell Dan we say hi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you guys
Yeah.
feel like I did a solid job of fucking with each of you with this fight, or was it all? Did anybody feel like they were over encumbered by the fucking with?
No, it's fine.
No, I thought it was good. Yeah.
Fucking
like
death.
I got you more
Counter stolen
times
my
than you
notes.
got us. If
Fuck
I'm
it.
being honest with you, like that fight was very satisfying on our end, as much as it was on yours.
Death Lord's a fucking asshole. Anyway,
Right?
I'm killing the stream. Good times.